We welcome you back inside the Mall of Asia Arena here in Pasay City, continuing our coverage of opening day in the NCAA Season 100 Siglo Uno. Inspiring legacies. We have a sea of yellow and a sea of green in attendance, packing the entire venue right here in opening day, September 7, 2024, after the defending champs took care of business in our first game, San Beda beating LPU convincingly. We go to our second game today, and it is a rematch of last year's Final Four. Last year's runner-up finishers, the Mapúa Cardinals, facing the bronze medalists of Season 99, the Benilde Blazers. Mapúa versus Benilde, a powerhouse matchup in our opening day. Hello po sa inyong lahat mga kapuso. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood online. We're right there everywhere via NCAA Philippines and GMA Sports PH. My name is Martin Javier, working alongside Coach Hammer, Martin Antonio for this coverage. We are equally as ecstatic for today's broadcast.
Well,
Coach.
ecstatic is an understatement. Maaga yung Pasko natin ngayon. Magandang matchup agad on opening day. Of course, all teams qualified for the Final Four last season. Ito nga, rematch ng number 2 and number 3 seed natin. Ganyan ang inaantabayan na natin yun kasi both teams are also highly touted coming into this season 100.
That's right. It's Mapúa, of course. They want to duplicate what they had and maybe surpass what they have accomplished in season 99. Benilde always coming up short. So this could be the season for them to take the championship. All right. So Mapúa finished 13-5 last season. Number 1, Benilde number 4, pero hindi nagkakalayo yung dalawang teams sa to, Coach.
Gotta check myself kanina. 2-3 pala yung San Beda and LPU. Pero ito, buuna muna natin yung ating tournament format, of course, as what we have done for the past so many seasons. It's an elimination round, double round robin. Top 4 teams will advance to the Final Four. Number 1 and number 2 seed will have a twice-to-beat advantage over the number 3 and the number 4 seed. 1 and 4, 2 and 3. Yan yung magiging matchups natin. And the winners of those pairings will go into the finals for a best-of-3 affair.
Exciting Season 100 coming up. Para po sa inyong lahat yan, mga NCAA fans at mga kapuso. And again, it is going to be a best-of-3 finals. Again,
Unless magkaroon ng sweep, which nang huling nangyari nung NCAA Season 95 with San Beda, but they were beaten by the Letran Knights in the finals in that best-of-3 affair. So outright finals vert, yung makakasweep, yung number 2 will face the winner of a knockout game between number 3 and number 4. And then yung mananalo doon sa winner na yun and number 2 will go to the finals for a best-of-3 affair.
That's right. That's a step-ladder format Coach Hammer was talking about right there. All right. Mamaya-maya po, makakapanayam natin ang ikatlong miyembro ng ating broadcast team. Our courtside reporter for this game between Mapúa and Benilde is Miss Julia Ong in her 3rd year as courtside reporter. Coach Randy Alcantara, unahin muna natin pag-usapan ang Mapúa Cardinals. A dream season for them in season 99. Look at the result. That's number 1 in the elimination round. Beat Benilde in the Final Four. Just lost by a game against San Beda, coming up short for that championship.
Well, they were leading that game number 2 could have closed out that game, but magic happened for San Beda right here in the Mall of Asia Arena. That was the last time that we played here in the NCAA last season, in season 99. But again, Mapúa is a new team. A lot of familiar faces in this team, pero marami rin umakyat from their juniors program. We still have their reigning and defending MVP Clint Escami, Sai Cuenco is there, JC Recto, 3 of their best players from last season. Warren Bonifacio, Jopet Soriano, and Paulo Hernandez has moved on to the pro. So antabayan na natin, and they have very impressive new guys coming in dito. And Chris Hubilla is the number 1 guy that we're waiting for to make his debut para dito sa Mapúa Cardinals.
This is a highly touted rookie who we saw in the NCAA Juniors Basketball Tournament a couple of seasons ago, completely changing the game for the San Beda Red Lions. As we take a look at the reigning rookie MVP Clint Escamis, they lost leadership, minus Paulo Hernandez, minus Warren Bonifacio. So it's going to be up to this guy if Mapúa wants to go the distance again.
Well, it's almost 16.5 points per game stat sheet stuffer. Could have been the defensive player of the year. I would still hold on to that vote last season. But again, Clint Escamis has been really the best player in the NCAA last season. So tingnan natin if he can double up and lead this Mapúa Cardinals to the championship.
Ito naman ang nangyari para dito sa Benilde Blazers in season 99. They were actually the favorites to win the championship last year.
The 3 of us, you, me, and Anton picked St. Benilde to be a really the number 1 team last season. But of course, iba yung nangyayari sa papel sa nangyayari sa laro. So this is what happened. They finished 11-7, as we said. Number 4 po, hindi po sila number 3, number 4. And they lost to Mapúa going into the finals, and they lost the battle for 3rd against LPU. Won that game. And
okay, marami nagsasabi malakas ang Benilde, but they completely lost the core that they've been running with for the past 2 seasons already. Malakas sila dahil marami silang bago na experience na sa NCAA at kayang mag-contribute kagad.
Oh yeah. Some people that I'm very familiar with, Justin Sanchez, Tony Inot, and Gabby Cometa, now moving on to the Benilde Blazers. Antonio Sebio, a highly touted transfer din. So antabayan natin. But I really think that this squad will only go as far as Jomel Ancheta and Ian Torres brings them. Because these 2 guards are really good. Sobrang husay nitong dalawang guardia na to.
Alright. Huwag na natin patagalin pa mga kapuso. Let's turn over to our Coliseum announcer to introduce the players.
At forward number 5, JC Recto. The other guard number 12, Lawrence Mangubat. And the other forward number 72, Christopher Hopilla. Their head coach is Randy Alcantara. Check out now the starters of your Benilde Blazers. At guard number 17, Jomel Ancheta. At forward number 20, Justin Sanchez. The other forward number 22, Antonio Sebio. The other guard number 39, Winston Inot. And at center number 34, Allen Liwag. Their head coach is Charles Chu. Officiating is brought to you by crew chief, FIBA International Referee Dominic Pomar. Umpire 1 FIBA International Referee Evan Faraon. And Umpire 2 National Referee Jerry Borja. Fourth man National Referee Noy Guevara. Deputy Commissioner Robbie Tantonco. And our Commissioner Ogie Bernardin.
Ball is up and game is underway. Second game of the season between the Mapúa Cardinals and the Benilde Blazers. Second offering in opening day.
Right off the bat, 5 new players for the Benilde Blazers starting. Tony Inot, Allen Liwag, Justin Sanchez, Antonio Sebio, and Jomel Ancheta. That's a totally different squad para dito sa Benilde Blazers and Coach Charles Chu. They went right away to the monster. Allen Liwag on the post. Was very impressive when he played for EAC, average 10 and 8. But now he will be a bigger point of emphasis dito sa kanilang koponan.
Ang sabi niya, this is a better Allen Liwag na magpapakita sa NCAA Season 100, and he starts off the season for Benilde.
And I think he's one of my number 1 picks pagdating sa most valuable player. Dahil with numbers that he would be bringing here to the Benilde Blazers.
And this is a guy na inaabangan ni Coach Randy Alcantara na magpakita para sa Mapúa. Andre Igliane is gonna be one of the main bigs now for the Mapúa Cardinals. Here is Anton Eusebio handing it off to Sanchez. First season with the Benilde Blazers, Justin Sanchez alongside this guy, Winston Enot, both came from San Beda. Liwag the short stab, no good on the banker, and it's gonna be Mapúa basketball.
So konting kapaan pa rito. Good read by Tony Enot on that hard throw, hitting that short roll kay Allen Liwag. So nakikita natin Allen Liwag will be the focal point of the offense dito ng Benilde Blazers. Because if you have a 6'6" guy, as athletic and as strong as Allen Liwag, you want him touching the ball every so often. You gotta feed the beast.
Yeah. Pero dahil maraming tulong itong si Liwag, things will open up for him. Clint Escamis attacking and putting it up and in. 2+1 coming up for the reigning rookie MVP.
We gotta see it again. Clint Escamis going downhill. Tony Enot medyo naiwan off that screen. Getting the contact, finishing and kissing it off the glass for an N1 play.
Clint Escamis, number 1 in scoring, number 4 in assists, number 1 in steals in season 99, on his way to a historic season for Mapúa.
And he looks like he gained a good amount of muscle. It looks like it. Because if you're playing in the NCAA, as what Coach Norman Black said, this is the big boys league. Kasi yung pisikalan dito, mararamdaman mo talaga. Pag hindi ka ready, medyo pag malambot-lambot yung mga atake mo, hindi pipituhan ng mga officials dito.
And that's the first steal of the season for Clint. Mangubat for 3. Oh, that one rims out. But this is a surprise for me in the starting unit for Coach Randy, opting to go for the rookie Lawrence Mangubat.
Well, kasi Bangkale, Mangubat, yun yung pagpipili mo. Remember, they lost their guard in Peter Rosilio, transferring to the Letran Knights.
That's true. And inside, Lawrence Mangubat scores his first 2 points in the seniors game.
At ang tanong mo kanina, if Lawrence Mangubat will be a little bit more assertive defensively, yan yung magdidictate sa college career niya. Kasi we know that he has been the scorer of the Red Robins in the high school ranks before he moved on ngayong taon dito sa college.
Last season, a few months ago, he was averaging 17.8 points per game as part of the Mapúa Red Robins. This is going to be a foul inside, and let's use this opportunity to go to our first report of the game. Here is our 3rd year courtside reporter, Miss Julia Ong. Julia, go ahead.
Thank you, Martin. Heartbreak is one thing and egos another. Yan ang hugot ng Mapúa Cardinals after the heartbreaking result they got in season 99 sa panig naman ng Benilde Blazers. Sawa na daw sila sa almost dahil laging almost is never enough for them. Magkaiba man ng hugot pero pareho at diretso ang gusto. Team captains Clint Escamis and Mark Sanco said they will take it 1 game at a time pero wala na yung Final Four muna goal. Championship agad-agad. Today's game will set the tone for them. Let's wait and see who'll find their rhythm first. After this, Martin and Coach Ham.
Thank you so much, Julia. I love the Sabrina Carpenter reference right there. The Please, Please, Please song. But Julia's right. It's the same mission for both teams. It's championship or bust for the both of them.
Ako kasi Carmen Carpenter yung kilala ko eh.
Yun pa yun! Okay.
Classic na eh.
Classic.
Pang Sunday eh. But again, these two teams has been knocking on that door, of that championship door. I mean, for the past few years, these are both runner-up squads, and they're really looking to break through. And now with both teams having a retooled lineup, yan yung aantabayan na natin. Gusto ko yung sinabi, hindi na tayo dapat okay sa almost lang. Hindi tayo pwede parating bridesmaid.
No. Yung makarating sa finals, okay na. You know, we gotta get the job done. Of course, Mapúa was also in the finals, season 97.
Oh, good defense by Justin Sanchez.
And that's
being
what
that
he can
help
do.
Guy. Yeah, exactly. High school pa lang, yan ang laro niyan.
What a pass. Adam Liwag inside with a flex afterwards. And 1 for Adam Liwag. But let's credit the dish of a charging Justin Sanchez. Look at that. Tap, no look to Adam Liwag.
Oo, nakita na natin. Pagdating kasi maglaro si Justin Sanchez, this is the value that you bring to the squad. You have a 6'5" guy that can create defensively.
Yeah.
He can help, he can roam, he can get the rebound and bust out right away. Kaya niya mag-push ng tempo and lalo na pag sa kanan, full head of steam, kaya niyang bumasa ng kick-out pass sa corner at yung mga trail bigs na bubusog kay Justin kasi marunong din siyang pumasa ng tight windows. Kasi 4 yan nung high school, so sanay siya dyan sa mga in-traffic na pasa.
And we talk about the length of De La Salle College of St. Benilde. At
Mahaba.
Liwag, 6'6".
At saka kahit
Sanchez,
yung mga guards nila mahahaba eh. Even Tony Inon, pag tinignan mo, kaya maganda yung mechanics ni Tony when it comes to defense eh.
Yeah.
Now it will be challenge defending the MVP.
This is a great matchup, by the way. Estanis versus Inot. That is tapped. It goes the other way. So a turnover for the Cardinals. 7-6. Tit for tat here in the first frame. Almost 4 minutes gone. Ito ang inaabangan mo kanina, Coach Hammer.
I told
Young
you.
Concepcion, number 34, enters for the first time a rookie in the fold for the Cardinals.
Pero ibang klase maglaro tong rookie na to. During the off-season leagues, Young Concepcion has been really one of the better guys when it comes to getting offensive rebounds para dito sa Mapúa. And he is not afraid.
Yeah.
Despite being a very youthful player, hindi takot makipag-mix up. Ayun, kakapasok pa lang on that rip screen sa baseline. Dinangga agad, nagparamdam eh.
I like the way you put it. Youthful.
Youthful.
Energy.
Batang-bata.
Batang-bata. All right, 6:20 to go here in the first. It's Mapúa ahead by a point.
This is our league, this is our moment. Sa puso mo, the sky is the limit.
Damang-dama na ang excitement at school spirit sa Arellano University at Emilio Aguinaldo College na nagsagawa ng pep rally para sa pagbubukas ng NCAA Season 100. Nakatutok si JP Soriano.
Muling ipinamalas ng AU Chief Squad sa pep rally ng Arellano University sa Maynila. Ang kanilang...
And this is one of the 5 holdovers nitong Benilde Blazers from season 99 and probably the most impactful player in those 5 na kapareho ng lineup or parte pa rin ng lineup nitong Benilde, Mark Sanko, who is an all-around player for Coach Charles, tried and tested here in the NCAA. Looks to be the glue guy, Coach Hammer, maybe? Or just
I
a
would
key
go out
contributor?
on a limb here that he is the best offensive rebounder
Okay.
in the NCAA last season. And that's to consider Jomel Puno and James Payusing as 2 of the better offensive rebounders. Pero si Mark Sanko kasi, he has that knack of just getting offensive rebounds. And tama yung term mo eh, glue guy. He can shoot from the outside, he can fill the role that Coach Charles would be asking him to do.
And that's another 6'4", 6'3" guy who can handle the ball.
Pag naglaro, parang 6'7".
Correct.
At saka ang unat eh. Ang diin maglaro.
Jubilia draws the foul on Antonio Eusebio. So, ito ang inaasahan naman ng Mapúa Cardinals mula kay Christopher Jubilia. You know, he's used to the physicality here in the NCAA.
Yeah, and if you're banging against Luis Pablo, si Gagate of the LSGH noon sa juniors ranks, eh yung kangat-ngatan mo, talagang masasanay ka. Hindi makakasabay mo. Tsaka, kita mo naman yung tiktik neto ni Chris Jubilia. Pero dati kasi big man siya. Ngayon, pag tinignan mo, maliit siya na 4. Nagsishift siya ngayon sa wing. And complementary sila dito ni Concepcion tsaka ni Recto that can play both forward positions, interchangeable.
And he gets his own miss. Off the glass and in for Chris Jubilia. Instant production. Jubilia, by the way, if you guys are wondering, in his lone season with the Red Cups in juniors basketball, averaged 20.9 points per game and 12.5 rebounds per contest. Ganyan kahalimaw yung season na yun para kay Jubilia.
Impactful yung mga puntos niya. And he wasn't afraid playing against bigger guys. Diba? Yun yung importante kasi he is listed as 6'4". But that would be on a good day and in sneakers. He's around 6'3", barefoot, very athletic, and can create his own shot there. And it would be an advantage for him dito ngayon. And bagay sila nga magkasama ni JC Recto. Kasi parehas sila ng laro eh. Tapos may tira parehas sa labas.
Yeah. Sanchez, up and under. No good. Gets his own miss. And draws the foul afterwards. You love the activity from Justin Sanchez. You know, this is what we missed from a season ago when he was serving his residency for Benilde. Dati sanay tayong nakikita ang ganyan ang laruan ni Sanchez.
Fight sa tapos malaki. And I remember when he was on his freshman year in season 97, he wasn't afraid of Renza Bando when he was called upon by Coach Poyet Fernandez. Of course, Renza Bando got the better of him, but he didn't show any, alam mo yun, konting fear. Kasi pagka, pare, Renza Bando yun, MVP eh. Pero nung minatchup siya, in the long matchup that they had, he was up for the challenge. So that counts for something. And then now, as he progressed, he has been playing in a lot of leagues and given an opportunity to really find his groove para dito sa Benilde Blazers. Kasi point forward to eh. Yun yung laro talaga nito eh.
Taas ng potential neto ni Sanchez.
6'5 na 3'4.
Haba ng wingspan.
Championship winner siya.
Correct, yeah. Alright. A new big on the floor for Mapúa. Ito, inaabangan din natin. John Habonete.
Si Bancale, their starting guard.
Si Jeco Bancale. Itong si John Habonete came from CITU. Played in Sisapi.
Mahusay itong big man na to. Napanood ko ito buong off-season. Skilled, may tira sa labas. Ang galing sa mga dribble handoff action. Pero yun, si Sai Cuenco, isa sa mga magandang inilaro ng finals. And it's surprising that he came off the bench.
That's true.
Para dito, siguro para mas lumalim ang rotation dito nila Coach Randy Alcantara.
Papaanda sa kabila. Mintis.
Ito, orsunada ko itong player.
Mula sa Benilde.
Itong Ian Torres, bata ito ni Kuya Egay Billones sa Las Piñas. Tiin maglaro nito.
Yan, abangan natin dito. Escanes from mid-range. Left that one short. And here's Liwag. Quickly to Mark Sanko. Tony Inod, hindi pa nagpaparamdam sa ating laban. Masigip ang depensa ng Mapúa. They got the steal. Bancale for 3. That one trickles out. And Inod picks it up. Inod surveys the floor. Waits for his teammates. Pick and roll action with Liwag. And Liwag opting to hold the basketball.
Oh, wow.
Too sticky was Christopher Hubilia.
How can you defend Allen Liwag if they would be calling that? Kasi you're just trying to chest up on the man. It might be on that offhand, yung kaliwang kamay, pero kasi you're crowding him eh. Ang sinasabi nga ng mga officials, pag nabibitawan mo yan, problema mo yan. Kasi kinukontakan ka eh. Pero pagka kinage mo, tatawagan tama ba ref? Hindi yung mga referees natin sa likod eh. Siyempre kailangan meron tayong konting tinignan ako eh. Baka mali yung sinabi ko eh. Pero again, if you're having a hard time on contact, hindi ka bibigyan ng leeway ng officials. They would let the defensive player occupy space as long as he does not impede your movement.
But you're right. You know, that's the right way to play Allen Liwag. That's the right way to
Kasi
defend
if you give him a little bit of
space,
tapos kumontak, ang bigat eh. And athletic, skilled, na-improve pa. Dahil matatandaan natin, naglaro to sa strong group. International competition against very good club teams. So that experience translates in a system that they run the same way with Coach Charles, Coach Raiko, and Coach TY here.
That's right. Allen Liwag takes care of the free throw. And another new face on the court. Para naman dito sa Mapúa Cardinals.
Haba din ng Mapúa. Tsaka kita mo, nagbago na rin, no? In 100 years of the NCAA, it's totally different in body types ngayon. You get the long, lanky guys that are mga type 2A fibers, mga athlete talaga eh. Striated. Kita mo yung mga balikat. Comebacking. Waki Garcia. It's good to see him back after having a year of rehabbing his knee.
Sustained an injury last season kaya hindi na ni-line up itong si Waki Garcia, former captain as well of Mapúa. That's Edward Ryan, by the way.
Yep.
Yung number 35 ng Mapúa Cardinals. Here is Cap Cometa. Nagbabalik din sa NCAA. Corner shot, Torres. Off the board. And here comes Waki Torres. Or Waki Garcia, rather. Oh, what an attack. Ryan puts it up and in.
Haba ng braso. So once you get that contact, may pasok and have enough dexterity to finish off the glass. Pero nakikita natin dito, the Benilde Blazers are a little bit on a rush. They're not running their usual patterns that we're used to seeing. right there on that gather. Ang hirap nun kasi usually these guys like this, yung mga matatangkad na lang, hindi sila coordinated enough to balance. Pero again, it's the skill work in the off-season na nakatulong na sa mga players. And he's played that power forward spot.
Tubong tanglak itong si Edward Ryan III.
Justin Sanchez.
Nakahaba din, ano? Here is Bactare pulling the trigger. Comes up short. Ryan gets the putback to go in.
And it's a big confidence booster. If you're a rookie, a freshman, and you're given an opportunity to take shots right away, ibig sabihin, kumpiyansa talaga sa yung coach mo.
4 points off the bench for Ryan. In just limited action so far. Cometa. They go to Sanchez. Quick turn. Sanchez is trapped. Cometa for 3. It's the back iron.
Again, offensive rebounding by Mark Sanko. Kaya lang, hindi natanganan. Turnover.
Mapúa so far is in control here in the first frame. They're up 16-10. We'll go to this timeout and be back after this. Los Santos once again. De Los Santos navigating. Giab flips it up and in, plus the foul. 7 points now for Giab and a chance to add on to his total. Ito si De Los Santos in control even in full speed, JV.
Exactly, Martin. In control ito si JL De Los Santos. Every time, every possession, kita naman natin dito. Not in a hurry, pero napakabilis and good reads every time.
JL De Los Santos. We're back to the coverage. 2 and 12 to go here in the first quarter. Alan Liwag so far has been making noise for the Benilde Blazers. Look at this attack. Liwag has 6 points and 2 rebounds here in the first quarter. This one off a find by Justin Sanchez, able to get the job done, flex a little bit, dance a little bit, and Liwag goes to the bench.
Hulking.
Takes a rest.
Hulking forward.
Oo nga eh.
Diba?
Dati,
athlete eh.
Athlete,
Ngayon,
yeah.
maganda rin yung paglipad niya and given an opportunity to really work on his game. Kasi athlete lang siya eh. He relies on his athleticism. But now, you couple that with a little bit more strength.
yeah. Oh, Kabunete.
So yung next layer na is the beats para dito kay Allen Liwag. Kasi pro prospect yan. Kasi yung papalit sa kanya, Paul Turco, ang laki din.
Ooh, offensive foul against Justin Sanchez. It's Cuenco who was in possession.
And they have been exchanging sweet nothings kanina pa. Itong si Sai Cuenco at saka si Justin Sanchez. Nung nag-swing kanina, kumuha si Justin ng post-up eh. Nag-uusap na sila eh. Kasi Sai Cuenco would always try to get in their head. That's his game eh. That has been his game since he was inserted in the roster, since he was being used and given more responsibility. So pag ikaw nag-react ka, lalaruin mo yung laro niya. Yun,
Yeah. Cuenco against Torres.
Good
Using the
screen. I told you.
That was a hard screen
I
by
told you.
Abonete. And he finishes on the roll.
I told you, this guy is a high-level role player. He knows how to use his body. He doesn't do anything extra. He's just as sturdy as an oak there.
look
So
at that
solid
body.
screen.
Pero bumawing sa kabila si Gab Comeda. Now, this is the Gab Comeda that we know. Na
That's the
bahagyang
microwave.
nawala nung huli niyang taon sa San Beda.
Dahil ang dami rin guards.
Marami.
Punong-puno.
That was a loaded lineup. Ooh, foul away from the ball against Kahukom. Let's take a look at the action here. Cuenco,
Hindi nakita
nakahanap
yung
si Habonete.
screen. Ang ganda nung screen action na yun eh. Kasi nagkaroon ng double high and then he sets a screen for the smaller guy on the flare. Nung pag-dribble attack, tumama. Ito naman yung downhill attack ni Gabby Cometa. Very basic patterns eh. Ganyan mo naman makikita if you're a big guy who's not really a one-on-one type of player. Setting a good screen will get you free and will give open looks to your teammates. That's number one. At mamahalin ka ng mga teammates mo at coaches mo. It's a very selfless thing to do, setting screens. And if you're a scoring guard naman, and you get good screens, ang ganda ng basa mo, makaka-downhill ka, makakapasa ka ng maayos, at saka mas komportable kang umatake.
Look at the hustle of John Habonete. Tried to save it, Yes, they retain possession.
Yep.
Wow, 105 to go here in the first. How about these new guys of Mapua, the new bigs? Ryan Abonete.
Kaya outgrid ka nila. Pagka hindi ka ready makipag-alampugan dito sa Mapua, medyo malamang sa malamang mararamdaman mo sila. Kaya kailangan when you that's been their trademark. That's why they were the #1 team last season. A lot of guys were surprised with the physicality that they played. And it's clean, ha? Nothing extra. They just play tough.
Aba, papakitaan pa ata tayo ng shooting doon. Just off to the side. 7-point lead for Mapua. Inot! Still nothing for Inot. And here comes Clint Escamis under a minute to go. Escamis zooming straight to the cup.
Too easy for the MVP. Going downhill was Clint Escamis. Nobody there to put a hump on the road para sa kanya. But good backdoor, good read.
Josh Kahuko with the finish.
So again, that's an automatic lead when you're going downhill on the wing. And then empty, may tao sa corner, tapos humil, go backdoor, that would always be free.
Nice execution from Benilde. About a second difference between the shot and the game clock. Escamis has 7 to work with.
Going for a 1-4, waiting for the 5 seconds.
Escamis puts it up. That's too strong. Gometa has a chance for a heave. Couldn't get a shot off. And that's the end of the first 10 minutes of action in this intense matchup between the Mapúa Cardinals and the Benilde Blazers. First quarter. Well, the Cardinals so far are getting the better of the Blazers. They're up 21-14. We'll be back for the second quarter of this game right after this.
This is our league. This is our moment.
Eto, ginawa niya ito kay Sean Umali dati. Pangga muna. I'll create a
Yan
separation.
ang pinakamahirap na depensahan. Yung nakatalikod ka tas full sprint.
About this move, J crossover, losing C in the process, and then nailing the pull-up J. How about this? Pinagat behind the back dribble.
Yan yung perfect na sa feeling. Now you see me. Now you don't.
That's right. Bit of an ankle breaker right there from
Dapat panigurado na yun eh.
JL Capulong, again, leading scorer of Arellano. Second leading scorer at least behind Jay Talampas as Nitura is able to score on the reverse. Only played Bawe. Wala dito sa Perpetual. Cyrus Nitura going to the timeline. Jacob goes close. Ooh! Slick and smooth! The sidestep by the Cool Cup.
Here's for catching the action via live stream at GMA Sports and NCAA Philippines. We are seeing Mapúa and Benilde fans. Great crowd that we have in our second game today.
Pwede ba ako mag-send ng shoutout sa California?
Oo,
Kasi
go
ito
ahead.
yung mga alumni ng Mapúa Cardinals. Eh. So nasa California si Coach Oli Bernales sa Bay Area, at si Sir Hel Buena ng, sa California din. Sa Silmar naman.
And we start off the second frame with a classic Tony Inot play.
And
They steal and the score.
That's what he brings to the table. A lot of effort, a lot of intensity, and defensive capabilities that can cover bigger guys. Kasi si Tony, malakas talaga katawan nito. Kita mo naman, yung pindig pa lang ng balikat eh.
And dyan kilala, initially si Tony Inot, magmula pa nung juniors.
As travel, nagagawa niya pagkakampi.
Traveling. He was primarily a defensive player, but this season, in his return to the NCAA, or at least after the residency in Benilde, gusto niyang ipakita naman yung kanyang offensive tools. But this is a signature Tony Inot play.
Hindi binang.
Mas signature pag dinakdak
Pag dinok niya yun, grabe yan. Sobrang active. Tsaka, I mean, performance-centric wise, yung mga lips, lakas yan.
And this is...
Ito ball. Ito hooper.
Yeah.
Hooper. Hindi pa pala siya hooper. Ball. Scorer pa lang siya. Kailangan natin makita kung dumidepende siya para maging hooper siya. Pero yan,
nasa harap natin. Oo.
Tinanong mo kasi agad ng maaga kanina eh.
Guarding Comeda, and they take it away. It is JC Recto who has been silent so far in the match. Mapúa with the 8-point lead. Recto.
Kanan.
Recto. Almost lost it. And Morales forcing the jump.
The possession arrow goes to the Benilde Blazers. Ito rin, gusto ko makita yung mga bagong dinadagdag ng players natin. Kasi with JC Recto, you know that he would go right, spin to his... He would go strong right, spin to the left, and try to finish on top of the defender. Yan yung laro niya talaga eh. Typical Pinoy eh, pagkakanan ka, ang pihit mo talaga papunta sa kaliwa eh.
Yan natin kung may idinagdag pa siya, no?
Yun yung kagandahan eh, as you see players progress in their collegiate careers.
Morales knocks down the triple.
And another stretch 5. Stretch 5, stretch 4 itong Morales na interchangeable. Kita mo yung depth talaga ng Benilde. Napakalalim, ang daming pwedeng punutin ni Coach Charles na it's a testament on the player development din ng College of Benilde Blazers. And syempre, pag Benilde, malakas na rin mag-recruit eh. Kaya marami silang bagong faces.
Igliane with the step back. Off to the left. By the way, earlier was the first three-pointer of Benilde. Yung mula kay Morales, Gometa, floater in the lane is good.
Kita mo yung pag-minor niya. Full speed, inside out, pauses a little bit, then going downhill, finishing with touch on that runner was Gometa.
That's the master navigator, Gometa. Recto fakes it. And that's going to be a foul on Morales. And this gives us another opportunity to throw it courtside. May report para sa atin si Julia Ong. Julia.
Martin and Coach Hammer, sipag at kumpiyansa na may mas malaking puso daw ang baon ng Mapúa Cardinals para sa larong ito. Aminado sila ng malalaki ang Benilde Blazers pero hindi ito dahilan para matakot sila, kundi buo ang loob na harapin ang mga ito. Sa panig naman ng Blazers, gaya nga sa termino mo, Coach Hammer, bagong luma ang team na ito. Experience na kasi kumbaga, kayang hugutin hanggang sa huling listahan. Experience man, pero ang biggest challenge daw talaga kasi kay Coach Charles Chu ay letting his team play together. All for now, Martin and Coach Hammer.
Maraming salamat,
Gusto mo ba yun?
Julia. Oh, ikaw pa lang
Bagong
nagbigay
luma.
ng idea.
Bagong luma. Luma yung player, bago yung uniforme.
Pero,
Yeah, nasa bagong lugar.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a new start for these guys.
Yeah.
I remember natin the NCAA, as what Anton has been saying for the longest time, it's a league of second chances. Itong giving opportunities to players.
also
that-
in love or just in
Teka, mamaya tatanungin
basketball?
natin. Tingnan natin si Anton mag-react. Nanonood din sa atin sa live stream. But again, giving opportunities for players in new positions.
And through the years, Coach Hammer, we've seen that. You know, Robert Pollock.
Para sa tayo ng unang naisip. Si Berto.
Diba? Diba, that's a very good example.
Art de la Cruz.
Art de la Cruz, that's right.
Gio Halalon. Transferee, di ba?
Yeah.
Na nabibigyan ng mga ganyang pagkakataon. And it's a good thing for these student athletes that they can maximize opportunities while they are young to really unlock their full potential and see how far this basketball career can bring them and still get an education. Yan naman talaga ang unang-unang bagay na binibigay sa'yo ng NCAA. Makapag-aral ka at mabigyan mo ng mas magandang kinabukasan yung sarili mo.
Second takeaway for Tony Inot. Cometa steps into a three. Left it short, Mangubat comes away with it. Forward pass. Escamis is ahead of the pack.
Medyo kumindat pa para dito kay Clint Escamis and parang continuation lang ng season 99. Clint Escamis again capitalizing on playing on the passing lanes, finishing in transition. He got a lot of points in there. At saka kaya number 1 in steal siya. He likes playing the passing lanes. Dahil meron din siyang mga big guys that can patrol the shaded area. Ngayon, mas maliit sila. So, titignan natin if he can still be as prolific on the defensive side.
So far, he has 7 points.
Yun lang.
Pass is too strong, too high.
Shorten the pass. Yung pinakamalapit. Shorten the pass. Diba? Pero, again, JC Recto hindi pa nagpaparamdam dito. Dalawang turnover na yan.
And you love the backward combination of Lawrence Mangubat
Medyo
and
kumindat
Clint
pa.
Escamis.
Medyo kumindat pa. Tsaka, kaya upside go mismo. Ang challenge nga kasi is kay Mangubat kundi depensa siya. Ngayon nakikita natin gumangat-ngat. Hindi kasi alam natin, natawagan nga lang ng foul, masyadong nanggigil. Pero sa juniors kasi, ang hinihingi sa kanya, nila Coach Chong, maging scorer. Maging scorer. I mean, isa bang produkto ng juniors nila, si Noel Agamendi.
Noel Agamendi. I love this guy. With Mapúa Red Robins.
Very athletic.
Athletic, little bit undersized for his position, pero grabe tumalon at grabe yung hustle.
Masipag maglaro yan.
Oo.
Masipag maglaro.
Speaking
Hindi
of-
katulad nung kuya niya si Mike Galinato, hindi masipag maglaro.
Nako po. Pati sa Benilde, nandito na si Roger Ondoa.
Getting a stop. Good matchup to Ondoa and Agamendi. Parehas na galing sa payak na pamumuhay. Simple guys. I mean, si Ondoa, kaya nga kinausap ko. Sabi ko, kwento mo naman kay Julia, yung kwento mo. Kasi nakilala ko itong bata to when he was still being recruited. Galing sa Bales, simpleng bata. Si Agamendi naman, galing pa to sa Far North. Dinala yan sa high school para mabigyan ng chance makagraduate, makaaral. Now, parehas na silang nasa college, nakakatuwa.
Malayo na yung narating, ano?
Malayo na, pero malayo pa.
Malayo pa.
Pero kaya yan.
Simula ng karera nila dito sa NCAA Collegiate Game. Another steal for
Ayun
Magubat.
na naman.
And another pass to the leading Clint Escamis.
Pero palang ganun yung Mangubat. Ang galing humanap in transition kasi sanay tayo na siya yung finisher. Laging ganun eh.
This electric backcourt combination of Mapua providing them the cushion, and it is
So again, an
offensive
offensive
foul.
On the rip screen again ha. Kanina tinawagan na sila. Ito yung agaw, konting transition, and Clint Escamis. Just finishing in transition. Parang sininok yung finishing. Naulit eh. Same exact play.
nung una kumindat, ngayon dumila pa si Clint Escamis.
Basta shoot.
Basta shoot. Yan, basta 2 points. 28-21. Mapua still ahead.
Ayun naman.
Agaw ni Cortez.
Sobrang sikip naman ng pasa na yun. Eto si Payusig.
Wow!
Wow!
Bumosing pa sa ere.
Banger roll off the nasty crossover. And then the banger roll over the defense of the Generals.
Mapapaflex ka talaga dun eh. Alam mo yun?
Ahead. Escamis behind his back. Escamis the drive. What a move by Clint Escamis to the basket. Plus the foul.
Back to our coverage and back to the ball game. Second offering of opening day. It is the Cardinals versus the Blazers. Naalala ko, Coach Hammer, I read an article about the Mapúa Cardinals. It was a preview to their season 100. Sabi ni Clint at ni Coach Randy, dahil medyo maliit kami, dadaanin namin sa bilis. And that's exactly what we are seeing so far. Clint Escamis, the reigning rookie MVP with 9 points across his name, and a lot of those came on the fast break.
Yep. At saka, hindi mo mararamdaman na pinipilit nila yung offense nila for the second quarter because a lot of their points are coming off defensive stops. Pag nakaka-stop, nakakatakbo. Dalawa lang yan eh. Kuha ka ng stop or kumuha ka ng rebound. Because that's a defensive stop. That's the next possession. Yeah. So nakikita natin dito, scrappiness. Scrappiness. Dahil hindi nga sila ganun katangkad. They scrap for their points.
Mangubat forcing the issue on a fellow rookie and Anjeta. And Lawrence Mangubat so far is showing maturity in his game, Coach.
Tsaka, given the confidence and the faith that Coach Randy has been giving this young man.
Yeah.
Kasi during the season build-up, si Bangkali ang ginagamit
Si Bangkali.
niya na primary guard.
Oo nga eh.
Bangkali ang kanyang primary guard. But again, when you have a guy that has learned from one of the toughest guards in the high school, in Coach Sean Garcia, matatandaan natin, si Nigel dyan galing. Si Nico Molintapang who is now moved on to a different university. So, mga lead guard yan. 3 point guard yan na malaking programa na galing sa kanila.
Doon sa Red Robins program. Yeah. Mangubat.
Pwede point guard factory. Kaso yung Chauncey Salvador shooter eh. Yun yung next guy eh.
Pwede yun. Pwede pa yun.
Galing nun, bro.
Magaling yan.
Ang galing na panood ko dun sa high school. So that's the biggest lead.
Magaling pa sa clutch. Yeah, 9 points. That's the advantage here of Mapúa Mangubat in his debut in the collegiate scene. Has 7 points in the first half.
Yung Mangubat eh. Dati lagi chemical, tapos naka-headband
Oo
eh.
nga. Yeah, I remember.
Naka-headband ngayon, nagpatubo ng buhok. Parang mas bagay.
Etong rookie. Ano to, kilabot na scorer sa Liloan, Cebu. Dinala sa Mapúa Red Robins last season a few months ago and chose to stay with Mapúa to repay the trust of the coaches. That's him.
As he should.
Showing his loyalty to the Mapúa University. Meantime, Ancheta, Jomel Ancheta, transferring out of CEU.
This guard I like. I like the way that he plays. Sila nga ni Torres eh. Gusto ko to Ang question ngayon kasi with Coach Charles is the depth of his rotation. Sobrang lalim. Sobrang lalim. And how do you distribute those minutes to the hierarchy of your guards?
Yeah. Christopher Hobilia off Ademenyi underneath for the deuce.
Alam pa kailang trabaho lang ng trabaho. Yan din si Agamenyi during the juniors when we covered him.
Yeah.
He was one of the center pa nga to sa juniors. Nakikipagbakbakan din kay Luis Pablo. Tsaka kay Seven Gagati.
Oo,
Yan
correct.
yung mga kamatchup niya.
Nga, kaya sanay siya bumantay eh.
Di ba?
Yeah.
Ang lalaki pala ng mga player natin sa juniors.
Kaya,
Tapos,
kaya hindi
Ray
bago sa
Lorenzo,
kanya to.
Tsaka Soliano.
Yeah.
Tapos sila, 6'3". Si Nigel nga nagko-4 pa dati.
Correct.
Sa Mapúa.
Sa Mapúa. Kapalitan nito ni Agimenyo, sila Masiglat.
Oo,
Diba?
sila Masiglat who is doing his residence because they played
San Sebastian.
prior to graduating as
Oh.
San Sebastian yun. Silang dalawa ni Aki Balinya at si Lance Ronquillo.
Push shot goes in for Alan Liwag. Abangan natin yan para sa San Sebastian. Of course, also former Mapúa Red Robins. Karamihan nagpunta doon.
Ang dami mga nag-transfer ngayon from the high school. Yun naman kung sino magbibigay sa'yo ng chance to play and to get that free education. But hindi,
That's
kukunin
right.
mo talaga.
Correct.
5 taon lang yung college na maglalaro ka.
Gandang opportunity pa yan at exposure. Escamis.
Huwag kang aalis dyan na walang diploma.
Oh, step back three. Off the front iron. And here comes Jamel Ancheta. Ancheta lobs it up. Ino. Opted to pass to Roger Ondoa as he was too deep right here. Here's the lob of Ancheta to Inot. Oh, masyado nang malalim doon si Tony Inot. That's why he was forced to pass.
Sinisenyas na nyo nasa half court pa lang na ihagis na. Kasi ang background ni Tony Inot, ng grade school track and field.
Oh, track and field talaga.
Track and field.
Sprinter. Oh, Cometa. Floats it up. No, Agimenyi towers for the board.
Pre, tawag dun, pumipitas ng rebound sa taas.
He was way up high.
Pinitas eh.
Oh, Escamis.
So kahit 6'2" lang, maaasahan mo.
Correct.
Maglaro itong Hobilia, no? Tsaka pag nakita niyang mismatch, wala siyang pakialam. Venerano ka, wala kang pakialam. Direk, pwede ba natin makita yung rebound ng Agamenyi? Para lang
Gulat din kami.
Tingnan natin, tingnan niyo po yung number 2. Kung saan niya kukunin yung rebound. Pinitas dalawang kamay. Grabe.
That's a glimpse of the leaping ability nito ni Noel Agimenyi.
So kung undersized ka ng big man, siguraduhin mo na makunat ka at saka kaya mong kumuha ng rebound na gano'n. Kasi kung hindi ka makunat, hindi ka makaka-box out sa mga mas malalaki. And kung hindi ka maka-box out, kailangan ikaw yung pinakamabilis tumalon.
At high school pa lang, yan ay isa sa mga tools na pinapakita nito ni Noel Agimenyi.
At saka naalala mo ng media con natin, tinitingnan ko sino yung mga malalakas na player eh. Pwede raw mag-cross event eh. Baka makita ko sa powerlifting.
Oy. Grabe.
Na-excite ako nung sinabi ni Coach Rick. Uy, powerlifting
Two-sport athlete. Pumasok na rin sa Mapúa in the center position itong si Aaron Fermin, making his return in the collegiate game. Transferred from Adamson, from UNAV. And I think he played high school for the Arellano Braves. Yeah, was one of the best high school players during his time.
Oh yeah.
Eusebio takes the contact from Hobilia, and it's Chris who is called for the foul.
Of course, Antonio Eusebio also coming from Canada.
Yeah.
I think when the MPBL went there, nakalaro namin to ni Kuya Christian Luanzon. That was before he went to State U.
Okay.
I think that was, naka-recruit na siya, naka-commit na. And then it was an all-star game with former NCAA MVP Calvin De La Peña, that squad. Alam ko ito yung batang dunk ng dunk eh. During that cycle, because parang Christmas all-star game in Canada. And that was the year that he committed. Hindi ko lang sure. Kailangan mo i-message mo Kuya Christian.
Sige.
Alam ko si Anton yun eh.
Okay.
Hindi naman kasi si Jumel. Kasi kung si Jumel, maaalala ko eh.
Ang irony doon, kasama ni Kelvin De La Peña, hindi niya nakuha dito sa
Ay, hindi.
Mapúa.
Kasi
Former King Cardinal. Yeah.
And now one of the best conditioning coaches and skills coach in Canada. And I bet he's watching because he's supporting the Cardinals. Kaso, pag nagme-message yan, madaling araw.
Oo nga.
Ang hirap replyan kasi haba yung usapan.
Hindi ka na makakatulog. Clint coming up short. Cap Cometa, Benilde trying to fight back here. Sidestep, lefty finish. Not gonna work though for Cometa. And here comes Cyrus Cuenco. Almost 7 minutes gone dito sa ating second quarter. Aaron Fermin providing that screen for Escamis. Clint, they send it out. Fermin takes the jump shot. And that one goes in.
And that's his game. That's his game. He is a back-to-the-basket guy, and he is a stretch 4 in high school. Lost a lot of his confidence throughout the years, but now given another opportunity here for Mapúa.
And the lead is back up to 9 for the Cardinals. We'll be back after this.
Medyo may mabilis siya sa position niya.
Baga may agility siya. May bounce din. Itong si Umali. It's a nice move from Enoch Valdez. Ang sunog.
Yes.
Provided by Enoch Valdez. Ito yung mga play natin kanina. Enoch Valdez, the crossover, the drive, and the sidestep for that board.
Back to the coverage. This was a potential fantastic move from Cometa. Just missed the lefty lay-in. But Aaron Fermin showing us the range just from inside the arc, Coach Hammer.
Confidence builder para kay Aaron. And he waited for quite a bit in Adamson U. But his cards were not meant to be there. Now given an opportunity here at Mapúa. Ganun naman yan kung saan ka mabibigyan ng pagkakataon.
I remember covering this guy in a high school all-star game. Highly touted, averaging a double-double for the Arellano Braves. So it's good to see him just get back his groove. Here's Liwag.
Ito talaga yun pagka kalaban mo ang Benilde, kailangan meron kang mga big guys sa roster mo na kaya makipagpakbakan sa ilalim kay Liwag.
And Antonio Eusebio rather cleans up the mess inside.
First field goal for Anton. Welcome to the NCAA.
35-28. Mapúa has done a great job in defending this lead.
So Will Gozun is right in front of us, right there.
He is.
Right across us, cheering his heart out, and hopefully he is recovering well from his knee injury, and we're praying for him.
That's former NCAA MVP, Will Gozum. Yeah, who sustained an injury. So, can't wait as well in the next step of his career as we see Aguimeñi here knock down the free throw. Noel Aguimeñi. Yung mga nakuwang big man ito ni Coach Randy Alcantara kasi malaking nawala sa kanila. Warren Bonifacio, Jopet Soriano.
Yun yung
key guys nila.
Two best big guys nila.
Oo. Pero yung mga pumalit, perfect sa system na tinatakbo nila. Oh, kapita ng bola. Kanino mapupunta? It stays with Mapúa. 2:19 to go.
Ang recipe nitong Mapúa na team, they would out-hustle you and out-grind you. Hindi sila malalaki pero grabe. Grabe yung work rate nila.
Jesus. They just swarm you.
Yep.
Every time or every chance they get. Cuenco! Nope. Another offensive rebound.
Rebound touch para kay Agamedi. Tapos 4 out pa yung kanilang opensa.
Ito na si Aaron Fermin against a smaller defender. One-legged fadeaways off.
Back to the basket type of guy itong si Aaron Fermin.
Eusebio gets the bump. No basket though.
Another defensive stop here para kay Sai Cuenco. Hindi niya nakuha yung offensive foul pero the contact was enough to disrupt the shot ni Antonio Eusebio.
Cuenco guarded by Cometa. Cyrus. Step back jumper. Ooh! Nilinis yung labi ng ring.
Early blur screen para kay Tony dito.
Inot goes to Eusebio.
Good read. Uy, inabot.
Inabot ni Ryan Sanchez. Overcooks it. Here's Cuenco now, back the other way we go. Clint goes down the middle. Aguimeñi from the corner. Nope. Inot. Feeding. Cometa for the finish.
And Gabby Cometa has been the steadying force here para rito sa Benilde Blazers. If not for his timely baskets, baka different yung story natin dito. Kasi every time na makakakuha ng buwelo itong Mapua, Gabby will be making a play.
Yeah.
Not even baskets, he would create and do the small things. Oh!
Veteran move by Clint Escamis.
Excuse me, it's an MVP move.
Okay.
And that's an MVP call, Marts. Gina G, napakagat eh.
I was putting it lightly, Coach Hammer, but yeah, napakagat itong si Anton Eusebio.
Nakinindatan, sumapit eh.
And Escamis will shoot 3. Clint has 9 points in this first half, 4 out of 9 from the field. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a couple of takeaways as well. John Habonete coming back in. Upo muna si Aaron Fermin. So ang front line ngayon ng Mapua, Habonete at Ryan. With a quicker backcourt in Cuenco, Escamis, and Garcia. Sa kabila naman, para sa Benilde Blazers, you got Mark Sanco, Allen Liwag, Gab Cometa, Tony Inot, and John Morales. Escamis at the free throw line. 7-point lead maintained here by the Cardinals. Missing the second as well. So the lead sticks. Cometa. Benilde has a chance to cut the lead before we end the half. Cometa just comes up short. And here comes Escamis. Escamis. Cuenco, they will wait it out. Sabi ni Clint, anong hintay-hintay? Atake na ako. Ryan, no! That's Liwag interfering the shot. Ahead! Oh, denied! By Habonete, but they call it a goaltend.
Oh, wow. Tumama na ba yung bola sa board nung hinabol? Tingnan natin, ha? Tingnan natin dito sa angle na ito. Mukhang tumama sa board, hinabol, eh. Pwede mo bang ipin yun? Mamaya, ikukonsulta ko dun sa mga referee natin sa likod. Kasi tumama sa board, habol, pwede mong ipin. Dapat ba sabay? Kailangan sabay. Okay, meron akong mga...
Mamaya, mag-uusap kami ng mga to.
May mga sulsultan ako sa likod.
Cuenco, last shot time! Nope. Too strong. And that's how we will end. An explosive first half between these two teams. A rematch of last season's Final Four. And this one is as good as advertised so far. It's Mapua ahead 37-32 going into the halftime break. When we return, we'll give you guys some numbers, some highlights as well, and a video of our opening ceremony here inside the Mall of Asia Arena. Mamaya pag-uusapan din po natin yan. Lahat pong yan, abangan ninyo sa pagbabalik natin dito sa NCAA Season 100 Siglo 1, Inspiring Legacies.
Damang-dama na ang excitement at school spirit sa Arellano University at Emilio Aguinaldo College na nagsagawa ng pep rally para sa pagbubukas ng NCAA Season 100. Nakatutok si JP Soriano.
Muling ipinamalas ng AU Chief Squad sa pep rally ng Arellano University sa Maynila ang kanilang winning piece sa Season 99 cheerleading competition. Buena manong pasabog lang daw yan sa todong paghahanda ng Chiefs sa inaabangang pagbubukas ng Centennial Season ng National Collegiate Athletics Association o NCAA. The vibe, the school spirit, panalo. Lalo na nang ipakilala na ang kanilang student athletes gaya sa volleyball at basketball.
Yung team namin nakapag-ready lang maayos para sa darating na season. Thank you sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa Arellano Chiefs. Sana patuloy nyo kami supportan sa Season 100.
Nakisaya at naghandog din ng performances ang ilang sparkle artists na sina Dylan Menor, Larkin Castor, Sean Besagas at Mikey Quintos. Di rin nagpadaig sa kanilang pep rally ang mga general ng Emilio Aguinaldo College o EAC Generals. Maging ang audience, game na nakilahok. Humataw din sa kanilang street dance performance ang members ng Yaman Lahi Dance Artists. Siyempre, ang mga general themselves, all-out team. From Astigin to Dancing Kings. Para sa GMA Integrated News, JP Soriano, nakatutok 24 oras.
Damang-dama na ang excitement at school spirit sa Arellano University at Emilio Aguinaldo College na nagsagawa ng pep rally para sa pagbubukas ng NCAA Season 100. Nakatutok si JP Soriano.
Muling ipinamalas ng AU Chief Squad sa pep rally ng Arellano University sa Maynila ang kanilang winning piece sa Season 99 cheerleading competition. Buena manong pasabog lang daw yan sa todong paghahanda ng Chiefs sa inaabangang pagbubukas ng Centennial Season ng National Collegiate Athletics Association o NCAA. The vibe, the school spirit, panalo. Lalo na nang ipakilala na ang kanilang student athletes gaya sa volleyball at basketball.
Yung team namin nakapag-ready lang maayos para sa darating na season. Thank you sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa Arellano Chiefs. Sana patuloy nyo kami suportan sa Season 100.
Nakisaya at naghandog din ng performances ang ilang sparkle artists na sina Dylan Menor, Larkin Castor, Sean Besagas at Mikey Quintos. Di rin nagpadaig sa kanilang pep rally ang mga general ng Emilio Aguinaldo College o EAC Generals. Maging ang audience, game na nakilahok. Humataw din sa kanilang street dance performance ang members
Back to the broadcast. At the half, it is the Mapúa Cardinals maintaining the 5-point lead over the Benilde Blazers. Again, this is a highly anticipated matchup here in our opening day. And so far, it has been intense. Good to have you with us here. My name is Martin Javier, working alongside Coach Hammer, Martin, Antonio, and we go to our halftime stats and analysis. Let's go to the numbers first, Coach Hammer. Very interesting game. We're seeing the strengths of both teams so far.
Yep. I want to key in on one of the numbers that I'm really interested in. It's rebounding. If you get rebounds, you have opportunities to attack. And Benilde is a taller team. And you can see it on the floor. Scrappy team itong Mapúa. And they're able to compete. And now they're leading by a rebound. Malaki ang 1 rebound yan. Kasi susumahin mo pa yung 4 na turnovers na minus na possession dun sa Benilde Blazers. Kaya mako-compute mo na, yun pala yung additional field goal attempts. And nakakalaro ng up-tempo yung Mapúa, which favors the smaller team. Kaya dun sa kabila naman, with the Benilde Blazers, kita natin points in the paint, karamihan yan transition. Yung 2 layup ni Clint Escamis, pwede mong sabihin yan, yung lamang nila na 4. But yung nakakascore sa Benilde, it's the guards din na tumatakbo in transition. We saw Tony Inot force a turnover and make a layup. Gabby Cometa attacking and scoring in transition. So dun nanggagaling naman yung puntos nila. Because this tempo is in favor of the Mapúa Cardinals. Yung ganyang up and down na maraming tira, maraming mintes, ratratan.
dagdag ko lang dun sa rebounding. Mapua is leading in the offensive rebounding category 10-6. So you mentioned the number of possessions. Yun ang malaking rason dyan. Let's take a look at how we started this game. First quarter, Flumix agad yung alin-liwag. Coach.
Lapad eh.
And he made a lot of noise in the first quarter to start off the game, seemingly announcing his entry to this Benilde team. But second quarter came, Mapua was able to maintain the lead. Although, you mentioned we saw a fight back from the Benilde Blazers led by Inot and Cometa. Pero ito muna, yung connection ng backcourt ng Cardinals. It's Mangubat and Escames often connecting for Mapua.
Very potent itong kanilang backcourt. You're talking about Lawrence and Clint na not only on the offense, they're putting pressure and clamps on the guards. Nakaka-breakdown lang pag coming off a stop. Itong Benilde, mapapansin mo yung mga baskets nila is coming off a good stop. Raratrat sila papunta sa kabila and then the opportunity is right there for them to capitalize on numbers.
Yeah. And Mapua, again, kanina pa sinasabi ni Coach Hammer, this pace favors the Mapua Cardinal. They always want to play fast. They recognize their disadvantage pagdating po sa height at yan ang ginagawa nila dito sa first half. It's, you know, it remains to be seen kung masusolusyonan yan netong Benilde Blazers. Coach, what's the main solution here for Benilde? Is it just simply slowing the game down and playing a lot of half-court?
Definitely. That's one thing that you have to do when you have Allen Liwag, you have the size in Mark Sanko, Antonio Sebio hasn't been unlocked throughout this game. You have the size, you have the athleticism on all positions. That's your advantage. If you're going for a track meet against Mapua, you would be negating that size advantage. Kasi pag nagtakabuhan, nakita mo yung backcourt, di napapagod. Pagka nakashoot pa sila, raratrat din sila, ngangat-ngat sila sa depensa, full court, pumipick up yung mga guards, nahihirapan ngayon mag-engage ng offense at the College of St. Benilde Blazers. So that's one of the things that Coach Charles might look at and really adjust in the second half.
Alright, let's go to a quick break. Pagbalik po natin, second half action dito sa NCAA Season 100. Guy on the floor. This was up against one of the tallest in Miggy Corteza.
Hindi natakot itong si Kyle na alam na kahit na kaya siyang bantayan ni Corteza. Talagang yung mindset niya, look to attack talaga siya.
Payosing, spin move. What a getaway by James Payosing.
Ni Sanko doon. Alam mo, masipag din si Sanko rebound.
There's a new international basketball in the pros. Here's Jomel, stop, but breaking that double. We saw Sumoda trying to trap him already.
Production here in the first frame. 6 points already for this guy. How about this? Off-foot takeoff and still finished with his offhand.
Dapat panigurado na yun eh.
JL Capulong, again, leading scorer of Arellano. Second leading scorer at least behind Jita Lampas as Nitura is able to score.
Sama-sama, dahil together, we own the future.
Balik tayo sa Mall of Asia Arena. Dito po sa Pasay City, September 7, opening day of the historic NCAA Season 100. That's right, a century of excellent sports competition here in the country, in the collegiate ranks for the NCAA.
And I like what Coach Herc Calianta said during the media day, that it's a celebration of all collegiate sports because it's the first and it opened up a lot of sports and a lot of sports entities para sa lahat ng mga student athletes na nangangarap. Diba? Ang laking bagay nun eh.
That's right. Speaking of making history, yung opening ceremony po natin, which happened earlier, right before the first game, will air tomorrow via GMA7. That's right, we're on the main channel and Heart of Asia simulcast there starting at 10:05 a.m. So,
favorite channel ko yung Heart of Asia.
Bakit mo yan favorite?
Ang dami kasi diyan ko napanood yung mga rerun ng TGIS noon nung pandemic. So pag nanonood ako ngayon ng free TV, laging, Heart of Asia may magandang palabas.
Malalaman mo yung generation mo kung ano yung
favorite ko yung grade school.
Binababaran mong channel.
Favorite ako doon. Favorite yun.
Pero yun, mapapanood nyo sa Heart of Asia. Ngayon may NCAA na. Mas lalo kang bababad ngayon, Coach Hammer.
Matik. Matik. I will definitely confirm that. Tama ka.
Natuwa ka, sabi mo, bumababad ka sa Heart of Asia talaga. Para panoorin ang TGIS.
Of course.
Okay.
3 time slot pa yan.
Okay,
Yung pandemic, ha? Yung early morning, tapos hindi nire-rerun yung same episode, ha? During the day.
Iba.
Oh.
Good job. Sa programming.
Oh, ito mo?
Alright.
You unlock things every day, ha?
That's right. I know. I learn new things.
Yes.
Every day. We are about to begin the second half of this game. Laban ng Benilde kontra Mapúa.
So 2 things you want to see. One, for this College of St. Benilde Blazers, will they be able to execute what they have been practicing? And for the Mapúa Cardinals naman, will they be able to sustain the effort that they have been pouring in the first half? Kasi yun ang mahirap. Pag mataas yung work rate mo, kaya mo bang i-sustain ng 40 minutes? So it would be directly correlated to the reps that they were doing in the offseason.
That's right. This is like how LPU, has been playing in the past seasons, with the kind of work rate that Mapúa has right now. Just a different style of basketball. Yeah.
Tsaka may go-to guy itong Mapúa. Pag endgame, meron
May
silang pupuntahan.
Na klaro.
Oo. Kasi with last season, si Enoch yung naging go-to guy. Pero towards the latter part of the season pa, the big shots were being taken by JM Bravo.
Oh, yeah.
Big shot. Sa kanila naman, it was Paulo Hernandez.
That's true.
Oo.
Yeah.
You know, knockout punch. Pag bumitaw.
But I feel like Mapúa is benefiting with that Lawrence Mangubat start. It unlocks something for Coach Randy Alcantara here. It gave him another solid option on the offensive end.
Oh yeah, definitely. At saka re-respetuhin din ang kalaban. Ako, impressed ako dito kay Ryan. Played 7 minutes, got 4 points and 5 boards.
Yeah.
Leading rebounder for the Cardinals. And that's a big ambag para sa kanila.
And Ryan takes the first shot of the second half. Kapos lang dun.
Nailang sa depensa ni Allen Liwag.
Then here's Liwag. Allen Liwag almost lost it, being trapped right now. They swing it to the other side. Ancheta, straight away 3.
That's a good possession for the Benilde Blazers. Swing. Open shot for Sanchez. Gives up an open shot. Nung nakita na may closeout. An extra pass. An even better shot para kay Ancheta. Hindi lang nga pumasok.
Outside shot hasn't been there for Benilde. Only 1 out of 12. But they get the ball back here off a stop on the other side. Jomel Ancheta. Liwag. Pinagkaamo yan si Liwag at si Sanko.
So again, getting into that ball screen action, short roll. Ayan pala, 3 dun sa first 5 last year. Asa na si Robin Naive, Mickey Cortesa na busy mag-shot, and of course Will Gozo right there. Nasaan si Prince? Wala ba si Prince kanina? Baka may shoot.
Nasa Sparkin.
Nasa Sparkin. Baka may shoot ngayon, ha?
Habonete! Knocks it down!
Sabi ko sa'yo, pre, nagkukwentuhan pa lang tayo bago yung season. Sinabi ko na sa itong Habonete. Personada ko to. Role player. Alam lang niya yung kaya niyang gawin. Doesn't get too ahead of himself. Tsaka it's never too big for him.
Allen Liwag with a counter on the other side. So Benilde is now dueling with the Cardinals to begin the third frame. Ryan. Bangkade. Habonete back to back. This time it's off. And here comes Ancheta. Sanko. Tapped. Nasobrahan sa momentum doon si Habonete. If you love the hustle of this guy, look at this. At baka wala sa labas.
Recover short pa kasi sila on the closeout dito kay Habonete. Dahil ganyan, medyo parang Ariel Rivera getting to know each other pa lang tayo ngayong first few games of the NCAA season eh.
Kaya mo ba sinabing Ariel Rivera kasi medyo hawig niya si Ariel Rivera?
Hindi, yung getting to know each other. Yung kanta lang.
Okay.
Yung kanta lang. Baka ganun din kumanta.
Okay, pwede.
Tingnan natin. Pero ang talent daw niya dancing eh. Nabasa ko doon sa
Oy.
profile niya eh. Yun daw yung hilig eh.
Nakita
Oh, good
natin yan sa
pass.
celebration. Liwag
Good pass.
inside.
There you go. Now, Benilde is playing with unselfishness.
Yeah. Oh, Ancheta with a pickpocket and the score.
Jomel Ancheta now making it work. Forcing another turnover and a transition layup. Highlight yun ha, hindi na binaba. Dampot, angat agad.
And another takeaway. Eno, full header seam. And Benilde has fully come back in this one. First deadlock of the game at 40 apiece. Timeout, Mapúa Cardinals.
Eto, ginawa niya ito kay Sean Umali dati. Pangga muna. I'll create a separation.
Yan ang pinakamahirap na depensahan. Yung nakatalikod ka tas full sprint.
About this move, J. Crossover, losing C in the process. And then nailing the pull-up J. How about this? Pinagat behind the back dribble.
Yan yung perfect na sasabihin. Now you see me. Now you don't.
That's right. And Benilde has put together a mini run here that started with his takeaway of the rookie point guard in Jomel Ancheta, and then another takeaway, third steal of the game for Tony Inot, and he finishes on the break.
Passing lanes, Tony Inot being active and knowing that every time a zipper screen is being set or a Spain screen, pag si Escamis naman na magsiset ng screen, siguradong ire-reverse sa kanya yung bola. Hahanapin at hahanapin nila si Clint. And Tony playing cat and mouse, tailing and then using that length again to play the passing lanes.
All right. So, third quarter continues. Nagising na itong De La Salle College of St. Benilde. How will Mapúa respond? Recto, who has been silent in this match.
Oh, pistol action.
This is the run of Benilde so far. 8-0 rather. Ooh, Manghubat nalunod sa ilalim. And here come the Blazers, a chance to take back the lead. They haven't tasted the lead since 2-0 sa simula ng ating laban. Sanchez, double-teamed, sending it out. Inot thinking about it. Instead, he waits. He will back up. 3 to shoot. Push shot. Too strong for Liwag. Ooh, too much hustle for Habonete.
So still attacking through that short roll. Binibigay ng Mapúa Cardinals yung short roll. Every time there's a ball screen action, they try to trap. They go for that hard show and Tony Inot recognizing it and the guards know na laging libre yung short roll, yung pocket pass papunta kay Allen Liwag. Kaya napupunta siya dun sa sweet spot niya.
Sanchez. Inot off the screen. Catch and shooters off. Here's Manghubat surveying the floor. On the other side, here's Escamis. Flint thought about the step back. Cuenco knocks it down from deep. The fire extinguisher from Cyrus Cuenco. And now let's go courtside. Here is a report from Miss Julia Ong after the basket of Mark Sanco. Julia, go ahead.
Martin and Coach Hammer, si Coach Yong Garcia nga ang nag-facilitate kanina sa dugout. Alam nyo, nabanggit niya na agad na for sure, babawi at babawi itong Benilde Blazers. Poor decision-making daw at tendencies na magkanya-kanya daw kasi ang naging rason kung bakit sila ganito. Gusto daw niya makita ang disiplina sa depensa at pasensya sa opensa. Sana naman sa pagpapatuloy ng larong ito ay isa puso ng Cardinals ang mga paalala. Yun all for now, balik sa inyo.
Thank you so much, Julia. Well, eto na yung hinihintay nilang adjustment mula sa Benilde Blazers. Pero nakakuha sila ng pamatay-sunog mula dito kay Cyrus Cuenco. And now they have a chance to regain the lead or extend it further again. Mintis lang yung tira ni Cuenco. And here comes Benilde. Ancheta.
Oh, good hustle by Habonete.
Tapping it from behind.
Active hands.
Yeah.
Active hands to Mapúa.
Escamis! Kaboom! Clint Escamis with a triple down the shoot.
Kasado at sigurado. Asintado si Clint Escamis, diretso-diretso. Yung 3-point shot na yun.
And there's a foul. against the Mapúa Cardinals. Tignan natin yung nangyari dito. Clint turned around and then found himself some space, Coach.
Then magaling ang Mapúa. They hunt that switch, lalo na sa mga teams na mahilig mag-big to small switch. Pag nag-switch na gano'n, hahatakin ni Clint or ni Cuenco since last year, gagawin nilang one-on-one. Tapos ang hilig pang pumull up niyan, tapos
Inilito niya muna no?
Kailangan, pagka nagkaroon sila ng switch, they attack.
Cometa, the mid-range master, is back. Gab Cometa.
Cool na cool.
At ganyan ang laruan ni Gab Cometa.
Yun talaga ang laro niya, mid-range.
Yeah. The midi right here. High looping shot. Nothing but net para dito kay Gabi Cometa. 46-44. We have a 2-point game at the midway point of the third. Escames has it. Clint utilizing that screen, pulls the trigger off the front iron.
Yan ang ultra green light. Wala kang maririnig dyan. Basta feel mo, bukol mo lang yung si Clint.
Take away for Mapúa.
And speaking of somebody na kailangan magkaroon ng green light dito, itong si JC Recto.
Yeah. Hasn't contributed so far.
Absent.
Coach, hindi pa nga ata tumitira. Itong si JC Recto. Pero tignan natin.
Nagpalit na nga ng sapatos eh, oh. Kanina naka-gold yan eh.
Baka ito yung maswerte niyang sapatos.
Baka mas na-break-in. Baka bago yung isa eh.
Oo. Kaya medyo naiilang siya. Joaquin Garcia is back on the floor. Completing that three-guard lineup neto ni Coach Randy Alcantara. They have Escames, Cuenco, Garcia with Habonete and Recto. On the other side, you got Torres, Inot, Sanco, Liwag. For the De La Salle College of St. Benilde, alongside Cometa. Hold on.
So may contest dito ang Benilde Blazers.
Natin. So are they contesting the possession?
Yep.
For last touch, ano? Kasi kanina, we saw it in the camera right in front of Cuenco actually. Nakita natin parang may key sila, Coach Charles, na parang huling tumama sa kanya.
Buti na lang, hindi tayo referee. Okay na sila. Kaya na kasi mga consultant natin. Medyo lumipat.
Oo, ayaw ng diskusyon.
Dami kasi natin tanong. Ako pala. Ako maraming tanong. Pero syempre, we respect our officials. And they've been doing a good job letting the players play with physicality. Yeah. But not too much na kakarga ka na on being a little bit paano ba natin sasabihin na maganda? Na masyadong madiin. Pwede kang tumiin, pero hindi naman sobrang diin na foul na.
So here's what happened. Cyrus Cuenco. Eto, natapikan ng bola.
Sabi nila, hindi raw nahawakan ni Gabi. So good contest from the Benilde Blazers.
So they reverse the call. It's Benilde basketball. Good challenge coming from Coach Charles. The right time to use it as well because, you know, they are within striking distance. Sanco. Cometa. Making his move. Ooh, just falling down. Slipped and lost control. This is Camis. Abonete. Pull-up jumper. Ooh. That one rims out. Inot now has the basketball. Inot. Liwag surveys. Lost it. And Habonete. Torres ang bumangga. Si Cuenco ang pumulot. Oh, dangerous pass. Yeah. Backward violation.
Nag-hesitate si Joaquin Garcia. On that one, pwede naman niya sanang hatakin pagkatawid.
Coach, both teams with lapses in that sequence.
In situations like that, you need to just stabilize. Lalo na ngayon, nagiging tight yung ball game natin. Hindi kayo pitpitan.
Yeah.
So you need to show a little bit more control. Okay yung eager, but not over-eager. Kontrolin mo lang, kalma lang, steady lang. Steadyhan mo lang, Bahar.
Dito, masusubukan yung maturity ng isang
exactly.
team. Oh, what a slice! Cometa! Win a finish!
And looks like he's really back.
He's
Looks
back.
si Gabby Cometa.
Yeah.
And he is embracing that 6-man role.
This is the Cap Cometa that we know, the one that we saw in season 97.
That was a bad shot by Agamemnon. Walang rebounders.
Torres sends it out. They swing it to Inot. Extra pass. Liwa. No. From point blank. Saved by Agamemnon.
Talon lang ng talon yung recto, no?
And
Yun, tsaka yung talon niya papunta sa tao. Hindi papunta sa... May ilang ka talaga kumuha ng rebound.
Escamis. Tied again at
good
46
pass.
here. Cuenco for 3. Kaboom!
Great pass there by Habonete. Getting a good read before the screen and roll action was defended. Magandang makita yun on the replay dahil on the ball screen, he slips on the middle, catches it, iniwan sa taas, and then just knowing that the strong side corner, he has an open shooter.
And Mapua, with that triple, is back in front. Magbabalik po kami.
Ayun naman. Sobrang sikip naman ng pasa na yun. Eto si Payusig.
Wow!
Wow!
Pumosing pa sa ere.
Banger roll off the nasty crossover. And then the banger roll over the defense of the Generals. And the flex.
ka talaga dun eh. Alam mo yun?
Ahead. Escamis behind his back. Escamis the drive. What a move by Clint Escamis to the basket. Plus the...
Balik tayo sa ating laban. Mas umiinit ang aksyon.
Tingnan mo itong Martin, no? On the screen and roll action, hindi na binaba. Tatlong tao. Never ever help of a shooter. Tumama na ng 3 points kanina si Cuenco. On the screen and roll, miscommunication dun eh. You don't know who the nail guy is kasi usually weak side kung nasa yung shooter. Strong side action yon. Habonete knowing, reading the situation na, tatlo yung tao na nakapalibot sa akin. He hit ko yung corner na nakakashoot ng 3 points.
This is NCAA Commissioner OG Bernarte. Brand new commissioner of the NCAA basketball tournament. By the way, Cyrus Cuenco last season, 38.6% from three-point range. So this is one of our deadliest shooters in the league as we see that rejection from JC Recto on Gab Cometa. De La Salle College of St. Benilde trailing once again. But they've come closer here in the third. 2.5 to go in the third frame. Torres attacks and scores!
Oh, Ian Torres turning the corner. Miscommunication on the screen and roll. Defense right there. Di nila alam kung magsa-slideshow. Hindi nag-usap. Si Recto nagsaswitch. Yung isa hindi. So walang tao dun sa ilalim para sumalo dun sa atake ni Torres.
1-point game. Escamis. They move to the other side. Right flank this time. Escamis left alone.
Short. Dami na kukuha open shot dito ng Mapua. Nakikita natin nag-overcommit on one side itong Benilde Blazers. Kanina kaya nakakuha ng 3-pointer. Yung nail guy di nag-usap. Tapos ngayon naman on the middle attack, overhead din si Torres. So a little miscommunication on the end of the defense ng Benilde Blazers. Mismatch.
Morales.
Pulling a chair.
Yeah. Kaya bumagsak doon itong si Morales. Cuenco will wait. Clint saw the opening. Oh, rejected by Liwag. Agamemnon one more time for Mapua.
Alam pa diretso lang yan maglalaro. Diretso lang sila ng diretso.
It's a 4-on-5. Miss from point blank. Hold on. That's a pull on Cuenco. Yeah, it was a 4-on-5 with Recto tying his shoe.
Oo, nagtali na sapatos si Recto sa kabila eh.
So Benilde naturally took advantage, recognizing the situation. Tignan muna natin yung atake ni Clint. Nakakita ng puwang.
Uli, inabot talaga. Pero Agamemnon nasa ilalim. Diretso lang, laro lang. Kasama yung sapal. Ayun, nagtali si Recto ng sapatos eh. So may transition, 5-on-4. Ito yung foul, going for the ball. May extension. Tingnan natin. Kasi it was going for the ball.
Yeah.
Kasi may FIBA rules na. It might be going for excessive contact. Pwede mo rin tawagan ng second motion. Si Allen Liwag for extending the forearm.
Yeah.
Kasi hindi na paprotekta sa sarili. Papunta na dun sa pumaul sa kanya.
Sa bantay niya.
Pero
Yeah.
I think the referees will let this go. Just a little emotion. Parang Bee Gees.
I think... Grabe yung mga reference mo. May mga Gen Z viewers tayo, ha?
Okay, ikaw na yung magta-translate nun. Ikaw na yung magta-translate.
Mapapakamo sila siya. PGC yan.
Bee
Kami
Gees,
ni
no?
Coach.
100 years eh.
Oo na. Okay.
100 years eh.
Okay. We gotta go back to the 1920s.
Grabe, 1920s ka naman.
Tignan natin to.
Tukaking foul.
Yeah. I think that was the right call.
Oh, may konting hatak, pero pinabayaan nila yung hatak tsaka yung extension. Naliliwag. Humatak, prinotektahan lang din yung sarili.
Yan. May konting extension
so
kasi.
tingnan natin, ha? So if this would be 2 free throws para dito kay Allen Liwag, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. So 51-48.
Kaya ang kailangan, pag nasa NC ka, mag-weights ka talaga na mag-weights.
Yeah.
Kasi kung makakalusot silang pumaul ng hard, kailangan, kaya mong protektahan yung sarili mo that you can take contact and you can finish through contact. Na yun yung ginawa ni Allen Liwag. Kaya kita mo ang kapal ngayon ni Allen Liwag.
Kasi, well, Coach, he's gonna be a marked guy.
Oh, definitely.
For Benilde. He's gonna be the focal point
You're 6'6"
of the offense.
You were, if not the one of the most athletic big guy in the NCAA. So,
and so far, Coach, he has responded to that challenge. A double-double already in his first game back after transferring to Benilde. Ito sa NCAA, 14 points and 11 rebounds for Allen Liwag.
Average 10 and 8 when he was in the AC, an all-star.
Yung 10 and 8 na yun, Coach Hammer, in the first half of the season, mas mataas pa yun.
Double-double. I think 13 and 11 yata. Hindi ko sigurado.
Nag-tip na lang siya nung huli. Yeah. And Torres takes it away. Benilde has a chance to retake the lead. Oh! Counter steal here for Mapúa. Pull-up jumper off the bank for Abdullah. Newcomer from Enderan. Itong si Abdullah.
Si Chef Abdullah.
Oh! Cometa with the ankle breaker and a three-pointer. My goodness. You gotta see that one again. Third deadlock. Oh. 53 all. Good highlights in this game. Beautiful feed. It is Cuenco inside to Fermin.
It's nice to see Aaron Fermin. Really nakakabawi dito. Nakakabawi.
They got a foul.
Kaso pumaula agad. Penalty pa yata sila.
Kailangan natin ito makita, Coach Hammer. Gab Cometa, pinura yung bantay. Stopping, popping, and knocking down the triple.
Maganda yung isang angle eh. Pero ito kitang-kita yung celebration by Gabby Cometa. Napunta talaga sa baseline si Abdullah. Pero next play, ganun lang naman yan.
Yeah, correct.
Minsan makakaisa ka, minsan may isahan ka. So, laro lang, tuloy lang na tuloy.
Yeah, that's a welcome to the NCAA moment for Abdullah. Look at the hustle here of Agimengi hounding Inod. Sanchez for three. Sanchez knocks it down. And Benilde is in front. I think initially they're calling it a long two. Hold on.
Yep, nakapak.
Okay, it's a long two.
Size 13.
So, Coach, we're back to square one. After 3 quarters, here inside the Mall of Asia Arena. 55 all between Mapúa and Benilde. When we return, we will roll out the final chapter of this one.
Medyo may mabilis siya sa position niya.
Baga may agility siya. May bounce din. Itong si umali. It's a nice move from Enoch Valdez. Pamatay sunog.
Yes.
Provided by Enoch Valdez. Ito yung mga play natin kanina. Enoch Valdez, the crossover, the drive, and the sidestep for that board. Here comes Kirk Grayson. Over to Monhe. Monhe, the spin, and the left-handed finish for Kobe Monhe.
Ibang-iba na si Mone maglaro. Ha?
The timing to break the play up. Dito muna yung galaw. Monhe off the spin. Left scoop off the glass.
Wala nang help na tumangan.
Ito naman, recovery by Kobe Monhe. Oh.
We're back to the coverage. Mancom representative of Benilde, Sir Dax Castellano, watching intently here. He's always here, supporting his team. Coaching staff, kasama na dyan si JC Colyano. Ito sa De La Salle College of St. Benilde. Mancom rep of EAC, Dr. Lorenzo, right beside. The head of, I think, the athletic director of De La Salle College of St. Benilde, Sir Stephen Fernandez. Meantime, fourth quarter action begins. Dito po sa opening day ng NCAA Season 100.
Could have capitalized there, making a basket in the end of the third and then first possession in the fourth. Kaya lang hindi nila na-convert itong Benilde Blazers.
Yeah. So Mapúa now has a chance to take back the lead. Cuenco. Ooh!
Top shot.
Pinapos lang. And here's Joshua Cahucom. One of the few veterans on this squad. At least one of the few holdovers for Coach Charles. Morales against Aguinegi. Morales picked it up, but they're calling a foul on the
called a foul. I thought it was a traveling dun sa kanyang 2-foot gather. Pagka-bump, nag-gather ng isa, tapos nag-hop step eh. So it's a bump, one, jump stop.
Yeah.
Ito, tingnan mo ha. So, that's 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Could have been.
Yeah. They called it on the contact first. Ooh, pagsak si Cuenco. Cahucom attacks. Torres all alone. Short. Turco with the board. Paul Turco forcing the issue. No go. And Hubilia picks it up.
Matahimik din si Chris Hubilia dito.
Yeah. Eto na siya. Roma Nagasakis. Hubilia. Counted. Plus the foul, a bucket and beyond for Chris Hubilia.
Yun yung inararo. Mula transition, off the rebound, yun eh. Naramdaman eh, okay, relax ka. Relax na rin ang katawan eh.
Yan ang hinihintay natin na version nito ni Chris Hubilia.
Dapat, freshman eh.
Freshman.
First year. Ilan taon to? 19? 20?
Yeah.
Si Chris Hubilia.
Had to wait for graduation before transfer to initially UP and then transferred to Mapúa again. He completes the three-point play and allows his team to get in front once again. Torres. Cahucom. 9 to shoot. They send it to the corner. Nabitawan ni Justin Sanchez. Allen Liwag comes back in. Paul Turco, only a brief stint on the court as Liwag replaces him. So this is quality rest experienced by Mangubad, Escamis. Dahil etong si
Tsaka lalim ng puno nito, yung Abdullah, pangatlo, pang-apat na point guard na yan.
Yeah. This is TJ Abdullah who forced the issue.
Look to shoot. Instead of getting his teammates a little bit more involved, pero baka yun yung rule talaga niya sa system nila. And miscommunication again.
And it's being discussed by Sanchez and Ancheta.
Animated discussion.
Yeah. And that's out of just the sheer emotion of this game. Cyrus Cuenco now.
Good screen.
Cuenco. No good on the jumper. Sanko pulls it down. And it is Sanko who pushes it. But Cahucom says, let's wait. Let's set it up. Ancheta sets the table. Ancheta attacks. Ancheta gets away.
The help side defender. And a little razzle-dazzle on the motions. Miscommunication on the switch.
How about the shift of speed right there of Ancheta as well? Ooh.
Legal screen.
Igliane erasing Kahukom. That's going to be an offensive foul on the illegal screen. All right. Capcometa.
Para na talaga tayong playoffs, no? First game of the season pa lang.
Guys, opening day pa lang.
Yung mga gusto kong laro. Ngat-ngatan na agad kasi season 100 tayo. Season 100. Tsaka ang kagandahan with the NCAA every year, I mean, parity is really there. Hindi mo alam kung sino yung mga malalakas talaga yung team.
That's right.
Until the games are played.
You can make predictions, pero hindi mo alam kung paano maglalaro. No, yung buong season. Mark Santos.
Good help side. Good help on the baseline by Igliane. Ang laki na in-improve niya on the awareness defensively.
Right.
At saka mas maliksi siya ngayon compared to the last season.
Hubilia of the spin sends it out. They
extra
swing it to
pass.
Recto. Aatake si JC Recto. Oh, gets denied. Pagreso, Bilia cleans it up.
JC Recto, paramdam ka naman. Kanina pa dumidiin, hindi makafinish. Buti na lang si Chris Obilia nasa ilalim. Si JC Recto ang missing link ngayon. Kasi kung maganda ang inilalaro niya, mas malaki siguro yung lamang. Mas nadadagdagan. Kasi blanco lahat ng atake niya
This guy averaged a double-double in the last 2 games of the finals.
Yes.
Diba? Torres, no go.
Tsaka sure ball yan dun sa mga pull-up niya
Yeah. Oh, ito na siya. Recto picks it up from mid-court. JC ups to wait. Sends it to the corner. Hubilia. Nope. And here comes Gab Cometa. Gabi Cometa now. Oh, he falls down. A foul is called against Mapúa. Now let's go back courtside. Let's hear it from our courtside reporter, Julia Ong. Julia.
Martin and Coach Hammer, alam nyo na ibahagi sa akin ni Coach Charles na alam niya naman nagigil pa tong players niya dahil nga ang tagal hindi nakapaglaro sa ganitong laro dahil sa residency. Kaya naman ang paalala niya lang paulit-ulit kanina pa na mag-relax sila. At sinabi pa nga niya na higpitan nila ang depensa at limitahan ang possessions ng Mapúa para makalayo sila sa larong ito. All for now, balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Julia. You know, that's an excellent and interesting perspective, ano? Kasi nabanggit ni Julia kanina na sinabi mo, Coach Hammer, bagong luma itong team na to. But again, most of them spent time in residency and they haven't played in this type of environment and competition in a while. As Tony Inot attacks and gets the whistle. So Inot will head to the free throw line for a couple of shots. Look at this. Inot, pabitin.
Yung katawan. Yung katawan yung tinamaan.
So Inot hasn't scored much, but he's done everything else for Benilde.
Yun kasi talaga yung soft spot para dito kay Tony Inot. You don't want him to be your first option. You want him to be your first attacker dahil he can create. But his best position is being a lockdown defender and a scorer in transition and your emergency shot creator.
That's true. Second free throw rolls out. Second serving by Alin Liwag.
That ties us up.
At tabla na tayo dito. 60 all. Fifth deadlock of this contest. Escamis. Second chance points. Umalagwa na ang Benilde dito. Halftime natin. Abante dyan ng Mapúa. Escamis. Oh! A cold-blooded triple by the rookie MVP.
Grabe. So 16 points for Clint Escamis.
Just right on his average in season 99. Liwag. Ancheta for 3. Kaboom!
Yun na naman. Inaatake nila yung help side ni JC Recto. Hindi pa kasi binababa yung bola. Umatake na agad si JC Recto. That's an easy kick out pass. And an easy look for Jomel Ancheta, who has been knocking down big shots prior to moving to the NCAA.
Etong si Ancheta used to big situations. Escamis couldn't make it back-to-back. Liwag soaring for the board. And here comes Benilde with a chance to retake the lead. Inot, wala. Liwag, another putback by Aling Liwag. And Benilde is back in front, 65-63, their first lead since 2-0 way back in the beginning of this game. Ooh, napitawan ni Hobilia. Forward pass, Cometa, touchdown for Gabby Cometa. Benilde.
Parang tumanggap ng liver punch dito. Naisahan sa bodega itong Mapua. So they need to calm the nerves and just execute dahil Benilde is humming right now.
4-point lead for the Blazers. Igliane for 3. Short. Hustle for the rebound. It goes to one of the smallest guys on the floor in Cometa. The Blazers are in the middle of a huge avalanche here in the fourth. Cometa now, pull-up, jumper. Too strong, Recto secures the board. Lawrence Magubad, who's been silent in the second half. Recto attacking left, still couldn't finish. Nauna yung pektus ni Recto.
Kanan na, kinaliwa pa. Hard drive na yun, finish na. Pero okay lang, yun yung basa niya dahil nandun din yung depensa ni Allen Liwag.
No! Escamis. Hobilia retrieves it. Chris finding Magubad inside.
Greatly executed fast break. Ito, kinakramps na si Allen Liwag kanina. After getting the offensive rebound, his last field goal, may emotion pa siya pero nararamdaman mo yung pagod. Then he's getting cramps. At the end of the third, Gabby Cometa was also experiencing some cramps.
Yeah.
So it might be a factor here dahil ang taas ng work rate ni Allen Liwag. Ang taas ng work rate niya, ha?
Tells you how intense this game
yun
is.
yung huli niyang field goal before this Gabby Cometa transition basket.
You're right. Liwag, Cometa, they've been running around. Coach Hammer. Pumupulot ng bola. They've been getting a lot of putbacks as well. So now he's getting iced and he's getting stretched out in that Benilde bench. Will Benilde survive without their leading scorer in Allen Liwag? They have another top scorer here in Gabby Cometa though at the helm.
All-important defensive stop here for the Cardinals. Let's see if they can get it or Benilde can execute and score one.
Inot for the shoot. Cometa short. Oh, and Cheta gets the offensive rebound.
Hustle point. Oh, a steal here.
Wow.
By Mapua, and guess who? MVP Clint Escamis making MVP plays.
That's the master of steals. Clint Escamis with a crucial takeaway. Escamis for three.
Inabot ni Sanchez.
Too soon for Clint. Approaching the final 2 minutes of this game. Heading into deep waters.
Twist screen.
Inot. Spin. Shot. Basket. And the foul for Tony Inot.
And Tony Inot coming up big here in the fourth quarter. Being able to hunt that mismatch. Ayan o, yung konting hesitation na hindi clinose ni Sai Cuenco yung hip on that screen action kasi nag-soft show si John Habonete. Just enough space to go downhill.
Yeah.
Si Tony Inot and dun sa pihit, iwan na eh. So wala kang magagawa kundi pumaul. Masakit doon, nakakuha pa ng basket. So a little bit more breathing room for the Benilde Blazers.
And Liwag is back on the floor for them, Coach.
Yep. Winning plays.
Yeah, just needed a stretch.
You
And it's good to go.
You need the win. You need the Hulk inside.
Inot missing on the continuation.
Big yung nilalaro dito ng Ancheta.
Uh-huh.
Kahit sa'yo eh, itong Torres saka Ancheta. Yung dalawang yan. Pero kasi yung Cometa, alam mo na eh, na yan yung ibibigay eh. Pero one of these point guards steps up, laking bagay niyan.
Hobilia. Habonete for three. Off the front iron. And Benilde can opt to wait it out and melt the shot clock. Time is on their side here. Enot, the bind. Sanko, the finish. The slice by Enot. And the vision to find Sanko inside. Benilde with their biggest lead of the game at 6, 71-65.
And Tony Enot calling that screen and roll action top of the key. Alam nila na magpapakita yung defender and then automatic backdoor. Again, on a loaded corner, backdoor, automatic. Lahat ng tao will be clogging the paint. Libre para si Mark Sanko sa ilalim.
Di pa tayo tapos. We have 70 seconds to decide this one. Magbabalik kami.
Medyo may mabilis siya sa position niya.
May agility siya. May bounce din. Itong si Umali. It's a nice move from Enoch Valdez. Ang matay sunog.
Yes.
Provided by Enoch Valdez. Ito yung mga play natin kanina. Enoch Valdez, the crossover, the drive, and the sidestep for that board.
Balik sa ating laban. Benilde has owned this fourth quarter. Outscoring Mapúa 16-10. And they lead it by 6, 71-65. Their biggest of the game. Still a lot of time though. Still a lot of basketball to be played. With 1:10 remaining. Can Mapúa respond?
Blasting the elevator screen. Reading it. Itong si Mark Sanko. Because they know that they would be running an elevator screen. Papunta sa kabila. Giving up that shooting foul. Itong si Mark Sanko.
Escamis as the trigger man. Oh, taken away! Enot in the open floor. Enot with the end-to-end action. And a turnover for Mapúa. Tony Enot with his fourth takeaway of the game. And he extends the lead to 8, 73-65. Look at this. Perfect anticipation. This is Tony Enot at his best.
Yeah. Being a pest on the defense. And truly, as I said, one of the top 5 players in the NCAA.
9 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, and 4 steals.
Stat sheet stuffer.
Yeah.
And he had the unenviable job of defending Clint Escamis the whole game.
That's true. Liwa comes up short. Ball ending up with Cometa. Another chance to melt the clock for Benilde. Cometa has 17 across his name. Finding Liwa, who now has 20 points in his first game as a Blazer. Manghubat. Look at Enot diving. Manghubat for 3. Too strong. Rebound goes to Cuenco. Escamis for 3. Mapúa could not buy a basket. And Escamis is holding on to his right foot.
And Clint is also cramping now.
He's gonna be helped here by his teammate. And Benilde is just melting the clock. Oh, Liwag with the end one. Alan Liwag with 22 points and 18 rebounds with 3 blocks. Liwag, final nail on the coffin to complete Benilde's comeback. Down by as many as 12 points as at one point, Coach Hammer. It was Mapúa who was taking control pretty much all the way until the third quarter. Doon tayo nagtabla.
Till the middle of the fourth.
To the middle of the fourth.
Last 3 minutes, doon nag-run. Itong College of St. Benilde Blazers. That's when they got stops. And that's when Mapua needed another scorer, not named Clint Escamis.
That's right. And speaking of Escamis, he heads to the bench. He will be stretched out. Awkward landing earlier. He also was cramping up. So Allen Liwag now.
And he has been consistent with 20 and almost 20 boards.
Yeah.
But winning plays were made by his teammates.
23 points for Allen Liwag. And in the fourth quarter, Coach Hammer, Benilde outscored Mapua 23-10.
Plus 13.
That was the story of the game.
Tsaka last 5 minutes yan. Maganda makita kung yung last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, yung scoring.
5 seconds. Ryan with the heave. And that's all she wrote. Benilde completes the comeback in opening day. They beat the Mapúa Cardinals 78-65 to start season 100 on a high note.
Hard-earned win for the Benilde Blazers. They really needed to unload the barrel to get that first win. Tough out. Ito, Mapúa Cardinals, and they would still see each other in the second round. And day 1 pa lang tayo, day one. Papaalala din. Day 1, game number 2.
Yeah. The final score of this game is not reflective of the action that we saw here inside the Mall of Asia Arena, because it was back and forth. It was tit for tat pretty much the entire game, Coach Hammer. Benilde just had one big finishing kick.
Oh yeah. And they were able to make stops. Defensive stops were big para dito sa koponan na to, especially in the last 3 minutes of the game nung naging tight na yung laro. I think that the last deadlock was at 60 all.
Yeah.
And that's an 18-5 scoring salvo to finish off this scoring outburst para dito sa Benilde Blazers. Because that was the last deadlock, I think.
You're right. 60 apiece earlier. That was our 5th deadlock of the game. After that, it was all Benilde. What a way to finish the game. And what a confidence-boosting win for Coach Charles and the rest of his squad. You know, there were a lot of questions when it comes to the chemistry, the confidence, and the adjustments, especially of the newcomers and the returnees to the Benilde Blazers. Some of those questions were answered today, Coach Hammer.
Oh yeah, and they were able to execute in the fourth quarter, and they showed hustle and toughness.
Yeah.
That's what they needed to do to take care of this hard-charging Mapúa squad. Dahil Mapúa had that game. They had that game, and they were in it till the end game, and they were really, really tough. Yung team ng Mapúa.
As you mentioned, it's only day 1.
Day 1 lang, babawi yan.
Game 1 for these teams. So,
and if this day is an indication of how the competition would be.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
It will be a fun season, siglo uno para sa atin.
Yeah, historic season indeed. And again, Mapúa just coming up short. Just lost steam in the end. And now they have identified the problems, Coach. You mentioned earlier they need another scorer.
Oh yeah, they need JC Recto to step up. But he was the guy that was really absent in this game.
Yeah.
And they would only go as far as his talents. Dahil we had high expectations dito kay JC.
We did.
Na dahil ang ganda ng finish niya sa season 99 despite them not winning the championship, but he was averaging a double-double in the finals, and then more touches will be going into him dahil graduate na nga si Warren, wala na rin si Jopet.
Yeah.
So by default, you should be bringing up your A-game. Pero babawi yan. Unang laro pa lang naman ng season.
Recto did not score today. Only took 1 shot. Etong si JC Recto, which is strange. Alright, let's finish off with the school hymn of Mapúa. In a bit, we'll talk to our best player of the game.
Damang-dama na ang excitement at school spirit sa Arellano University at Emilio Aguinaldo College na nagsagawa ng pep rally para sa pagbubukas ng NCAA Season 100. Nakatutok si JP Soriano.
Muling ipinamalas ng AU Chief Squad sa pep rally ng Arellano University sa Maynila ang kanilang winning piece sa Season 99 cheerleading competition. Buena manong pasabog lang daw yan sa todong paghahanda ng Chiefs sa inaabangang pagbubukas ng centennial season ng National Collegiate Athletics Association o NCAA. The vibe, the school spirit, panalo. Lalo na nang ipakilala na ang kanilang student athletes gaya sa volleyball at basketball.
Yung team namin nakapag-ready ng maayos para sa darating na season. Thank you sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa Arellano Chiefs. Sana patuloy niyo kami suportan sa Season 100.
Nakisaya at naghandog din ng performances ang ilang sparkle artists na sina Dylan Menor, Larkin Castor, Sean Besagas at Mikey Quintos. Di rin nagpadaig sa kanilang pep rally ang mga general ng Emilio Aguinaldo College o EAC Generals. Maging ang audience, game na nakilahok. Humataw din sa kanilang street dance performance ang members ng Yaman Lahi Dance Artists. Siyempre, ang mga general themselves, all-out din. From Astigin to Dancing Kings. Para sa GMA Integrated News, JP Soriano, nakatutok 24 oras.
100, this is still opening day. Ikalawang laban natin, panalo ang Benilde Blazers kontra Mapúa Cardinals. The final score was 78-65. Martin Javier with Coach Hammer. Martin Antonio taking care of the coverage. And with us here is our best player of the game. Welcome back, Tony Inot.
Yan yung bagong luma.
Ito.
Bagong luma.
Luma na.
Nagpalit lang ng jersey. Nagpalit lang.
Pero kung hindi parehong Tony Inot yung nakita natin doon, mas aggressive, mas physical, at mas kumpiyansado yung nakita natin kanina. Tony, nahin muna natin congratulations.
Thank you po.
Taking care of the first win today. Nung nagbalik ka dito, nanibago ka ba ng konti?
Oo, kasi nandun yung pressure eh. Kasi nga, first game ko sa Season 100, sabi ko sa mga teammates ko na kailangan control natin, huwag tayo manggigil. Kasi nga, first game, yung gigil andun eh. So yun, sabi ko lang, follow the rules and follow the system.
Tony, ang dami kong naririnig at nababasa na, di ba, in the past seasons, you're known as a defender. You're known as a really good defender. Pero this season, Season 100, gusto mo nang pakita yung offensive tools mo. Ikaw, anong expectation mo mula sa sarili mo ngayong Season 100? At ito bang first game, nasatisfy ba yung ine-expect mo mula sa sarili mo?
Siguro hindi pa kasi nga, kasi yung gigil ko andun pa eh, pero binibigay ko naman yung base ko every nasa court ako. So yun.
Tony, a little bit of everything today, including these steals. You came up with the biggest plays of the game. Pag-usapan natin yung end game para sa inyo. First 3 quarters, nahirapan kayo at nasabayan kayo nitong Mapúa Cardinals. What was the key in that fourth quarter na talagang nag-click para sa inyo?
Siguro yung ano ko talaga, yung gusto ko talaga manalo. Kasi kakababalik ko lang po sa Season 100. Yeah. Wala akong masabi sa sarili ko. Yan, ginagawa ko yung best ko para sa team.
Etong makakausap mo, na-miss ka nito.
Sobra. Tony, the way that you were defending Clint Escamis kanina, playing the tendencies, kamusta yung preparation mo for this? Tsaka ilang beses dun sa Spain screen, tsaka sa zipper screen, pinapalabas mo lang, tapos susundot ka galing sa likod. Parang ikaw na ikaw talaga. Kamusta yung preparation nyo going into this game?
Ayun, pinagandaan naman namin, sabi ni Coach Charles na sa akin daw yung si Clint Escamis kasi nga yung point guard namin maliliit. So sa akin binigay. Yun, binibigay ko pa rin yung best ko sa defense kasi nga doon kami nabubuhay.
Paano yung mga basa mo? Ang dami mong assists today, ang dami mo nakuha dun sa short roll, at saka si Gabi nakadalawang pasa sa'yo. Ha? So, ano yung mga dinagdag mo pang layers dun sa laro mo?
Wala, gano'n naman talaga ako. Nagbibigay talaga ako ng kung sino yung open, ibibigay ko para yun, mabigyan sila ng kumpiyansa.
Si Tony, parang Draymond Green pero gwardiya. Diba? 9 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals. Grabe naman yun.
May depensa.
Oo, grabe yung hustle today. Ito, pag-usapan natin, Tony, kasi itong Benilde, siyempre, pinag-uusapan, banggit ni Coach Hammer, maraming bagong luma at maraming mga players na used to being, the main players on their squads, the go-to guys. Para sa inyo, give us an idea, chemistry-wise, nasaan na kayo as a team after your first game?
Siguro nasa 50% pa kasi nga, sumasali kasi kami dun sa mga pre-season para yung mga chemistry namin mabuo. So yun, hanggang ngayon nagawa naman namin yung pinapagawa ni Coach sa court, sa training namin, binibigay namin yung best namin. Kahit wala kami sa mood pero nagtitraining pa rin kami.
Tony, bago kita pabatiin, maraming nanonood sa'yo ngayon via live stream. Looking ahead, Tuesday, nako, makakalaban mo ang iyong former school, the San Beda Red Lions. Are you looking forward to that matchup at ano yung inaabangan mo doon?
Siguro mag-prepare pa kami kasi nga malakas yung San Beda, dito si Coach Hammer.
alam mo na inaabangan ko, yung sa kanilang magkapatid, sila ni James pa yung matchup nila. Yan, magkuya yan, ha? Magkuya yung dalawang yan, ha? Sobrang tight yan.
Bahala na kayo dun, magkalaban na kayo sa Tuesday.
Kami manonood lang kami.
Ikaw ba?
Manonood ako. Manonood ka, first game tayo.
First game. Tony, pagkakataon mong batiin ang lahat ng nanonood sa inyo ngayon.
Nauna, binabati ko yung family ko sa Mindanao, si Mama Papa, si Lola, yung lolo ko na namatay. Sorry tayo, di ako makauwi. Pero yung game ko para sa iyo to palagi. And sa girlfriend ko, nanood, di ko alam kung okay na kami. Pero thank you kasi nanood ka. And sa lahat ng mga sumuporta sa CSB, kay Boss Frank, kay Coach Charles, thank you sa tiwala. And sana tuloy-tuloy na to.
Baka pagkatapos ito, okay na kayo.
Okay na kayo.
Di ko alam ganit eh.
Nakita ko dumive ka eh. Dumive ka, okay na kayo.
Sakto pa lang pinag-best player natin. Para magbate.
Magbate.
Nakita niyo yung stats doon, 9 points, 8 assists, may 5 rebounds pa yan.
Pero may honorable mention, of course, Allen Liwag, 22 points, 18 rebounds. Krinoms pa yung Krinoms pa. Saka si Gabi, walang gana, 17 points coming off the bench. Lagi naman walang gana eh.
Palagi ka na yun.
Okay, Tony. Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat, Tony.
And we'll see you in the next games of DLS CSB or the Benilde Blazers. Tony Inot, our best player of the game as we take a look at the final numbers of this one.
Ayan na. Nag-impose na sila ng will. Kasi pag ang Benilde Blazers nakakuha ng stops at nakakuha ng rebounds, dyan sila naman nanalo. They were plus 13 in the rebounding. Kanina 25-24. Lamang pa ng isang rebound ang Mapúa. And starter scoring 50 points for the Benilde Blazers. A lot of those coming from Tony Inot at itong si Allen Liwag. Turnovers, mataas pa rin yan para sa Benilde. But it's possible. 20, they would still adjust. They would try to lower it. Shot attempts, mas marami ang Mapúa. But again, they need another scorer on the fold. So let's see who would step up sa kanila. Kasi nung first half nila, nakakaambag-ambag pa lahat.
That's a big disparity in the rebounding department, Coach
Plus
Hammer.
26 in the second half.
And we were praising the Mapúa Cardinals.
Na bumabacks out na
dun sa hustle nila, di ba?
Pero yun nga, yun yung naging tanong. Kaya ba nilang i-sustain yung grit and yung work rate na ganun competing against the bigger and heftier Benilde Blazers na nakita natin sa dulo, Benilde prevailed.
Pero hindi na kayo kailangang maghintay ng matagal. We have games tomorrow. Now we go back to our home in the Philoil Eco-Oil Center. Unang laban natin, 12 noon. New look, Letran Knights. And new head coach as well, Coach Allen Ricardo. Same with San Sebastian. This is a very gritty team with Coach Arvin Bonleon at the helm. Pagkatapos niyan, laban ng Arellano Chiefs kontra EAC. A couple of former Arellano players now with EAC facing their former team. Coach Hammer.
Axel Doromal? Yun. Magpaparamdam mo. Coach Allen Ricardo and Coach Arvin Bonleon. Debuting tomorrow in the seniors ranks. Coach Allen, good luck. Coach Arvin, parehas natin kaibigan yung mga yan. So good luck sa inyo. And mga bagong luma din. EAC. Katapat ang Arellano na very exciting.
Final thoughts on this game, Coach. And opening day.
Well, opening day is such a blast. Of course, laging masayang simula Pero mas masaya yung mga susunod na bakbakan dahil na-unfold na yung mga storylines natin ngayong season 100.
Okay, mga kapuso, that is the end of our coverage of opening day dito po sa NCAA Season 100 on behalf of the entire broadcast team, my partner, Coach Hammer Martin Antonio, of course our courtside reporter Julia Ong, Direk Raul De Ocampo, our producer R.R. Romano, of course our floor director Macasenya, our panel director Roy Tulio. This is Martin Javier saying thank you, but see you guys again tomorrow for another round of action here in NCAA Season 100 Siglo Uno, Inspiring Legacies.